What's up, Sludge Metal? What's going on? What's going on? Tap that screen as you are coming in. What's up, Camaro? What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Sharing the live out. Get your heartbeats in when you come in here today. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. It's Wednesday. We're fucking hanging out. I might come on tonight too, but a little later tonight. If you are coming in, get your heartbeats in. We got 21 heartbeats to get as soon as we kick things off today. Tons of stories to talk about. Shit just gets crazier and crazier every day, doesn't it? Everything. Amber, thank you so much. Ray, thank you so much for coming in. I don't give a fuck is in the building. What's up, M. Renee? African Kingdom in the building. What's up, Karina? What's up, Linda? Get those heartbeats, top of your screen. Sam, thank you so much. We need to get 21 of those bad boys going. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Thank you, Nana, so much. Thank you, everybody. Get your M. Renee, Sandy. What's up, Marissa? Don't be passing that kitty out tonight, or do. We got 6 heartbeats in, 7 heartbeats in. We got 14 left to get. We got a good Wednesday show. We got 20 fingers sitting in the cut here on deck is what we got going right now. Katina, get those shares in. Get those taps in. I was a little late today. We ran errands. We are watching our grandbaby at our house until the weekend. So our daughter and her husband had to make a cross-country trip. D, thank you so much. I'm hosting a live in the office tonight. And we had to run some errands. We had to go to Costco, had to go to the grocery store. Thank you, D, for the Caterpillar. Kim, thank you so much. So that's why I'm about 30 minutes late. Yeah, Niner, thank you so much. But we are here. I've got all the topics that we're going to cover today. David, thank you so much for the heart me. So we're here. We're gonna do our thing. Thank you, Yakeef. I appreciate that so much. Let me share this thing out some more times too, everybody. Get those shares up if you can. Oh yeah, I got a couple shares to get in here. Hold on. Can I share it? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Trish. Thank you so much for the heart me's, everybody. We got Tej. We're gonna get some Tej in here. We're gonna get some. Thank you so much for all the heart me's, everybody. Y'all are fucking incredible. I do appreciate you being in here. 80 people. Hoodie today. Yeah, I got the fan on. I don't know why I have a hoodie. It's 86 degrees outside already. So, but the office is cold, so I've got it up. Calypso, great work on all that artwork. Thank you for sharing some of your beautiful Halloween decorations. Calypso, you should be able to find, if you go in that gift box right now, you should be able to find the Storm Blade. I'll take a picture of it. Crazy. Lady, thank you so much for the populars. 2 more heart me's, and we'll keep it going, folks. Amazing, Calypso. Yeah, I really like the Snoopy stuff, too, and the gingerbreads. Amazing. The Nutcracker. Amazing. Nickel, thank you so much for the heart me. Live goal achieved. Look at how awesome y'all are. So, what we're going to do today is talk about all of the issues, actually. Oh, look what I didn't even mean to play it. I was actually going to get to the articles, and I got Short Dick Man like bumping. Swims. What's up, Gaines? Gaines, great to see you. I'm gonna show you a picture of what to look for in the gift box, Gaines, to opt in. I just went to go to an article, and Short Dick Man just started playing. I mean, it's already prepping us, I guess, for the day. So all of my, when you go to the live gift, the present at the bottom, what you're going to have to do is go in that gift toolbox, and you're going to see a Storm Blade. Look at the top, or it's going to say Vault, get limited invitations up top at your gift box. Hit Explore. It'll allow you to opt in, or click on the Storm Blade. You can opt in. Brenda, thank you so much. Y'all are doing amazing. So the song is pretty funny. Shauna, that song is fucking excellent. It's classic, isn't it? All right, folks, what should we do to get us kicked off today? We're going to go with my favorite, the Pumpkin Carriage, to get us fucking started off. The Pumpkin Carriage and the Pumpkin Patch are my 2 favorite right now. Actually, the Merkin's always one of my favorite. It's live. I don't know. What are you referring to as live, Ty? Monita, thank you so much. What's up, Carlos? I'm doing great. We're getting kicked off. So one of the things I wanted to talk about today is the government shutdown. What's up, Amanda? I'm doing great, Carlos. Make sure you drop a follow, too, as you come in here for the first time. Please drop a follow. If you are new here and finding us on a For You page, drop a follow. We need to get at least 5 followers every live. We should be able to get like 25, 30. Monita, thank you so much. Hot Rod, thank you so much. So what we got in the schedule is shutdown. I'm going to talk about your healthcare premiums rising because of the government shutdown, the big, beautiful bill. primarily the big beautiful bill. Okay, then I'm going to talk about Adelita Grijalva, the lawsuit the Arizona AG just filed against the House of Representatives, not Mike Johnson himself. Then we're going to get into some, let's call her Virginia Roberts and her book. And those are going to be pretty much the topics we talk about today. Oh, and then, did I say this already? The impacts of the government shutdown on the economy. So we're going to talk about all that today. Hot Rod, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Hot Rod. So we got a pretty full show. I was on a little late today. We are watching our 3-year-old granddaughter. She's staying with us for the first time. First time she's ever been separated from her mother for an extended period of time. So we've got her until this weekend. She's fitting in greatly. We got a little bedroom for her. She brought a little mini bed. She's such a cute little thing. She was rocking her Elsa dress at Costco today. We went grocery shopping for doing a protest against Trump's, what is he doing? Don't forget to give some credit to Senator Jeff Merkley. I'll check it out. Natasha, thank you so much. Don Vito, thank you so much. Oh yeah, I did. Is he the Democrat in Oregon that was speaking for like 16 hours or something? My daughter played the MAGA song at her ex. He blocked her. I love it, Pam. The Short Dick Man. I love it. The theme song. 22 hours now. Crazy. Everybody is doing great in here. 150 likes. What's up? I don't give a fuck. Thank you for the heart me. So those are the topics we're going to talk about today. Yeah, I'll probably cover that too. Oh yeah, I'm also going to talk about, again, Quad D's efforts to get $230 million from the government. And what that looks like, and all legal scholars are essentially saying that if his deputy attorney general and the other attorney Woodward don't recuse themselves, I mean, just a blatant fucking example of corruption. Yeah, essentially what I said yesterday. Isn't that funny? I told you, we really strike a chord with this Short Dick Man song. We really do. I don't give a fuck. Thank you so much for the pumpkin. When I don't give a fuck in the chat, 20 dubs in the chat, 25 dubs for I don't give a fuck. Thank you, I don't give a fuck. What's up, Gaines? Calypso, thank you for the magic prop. I appreciate that. Stormy, thank you for the heart me. What's up, mama? So everybody get buckled in. We've got some stories. We've got the Short Dick Man song on hand, just in case our live gets infiltrated by insecure MAGA YT Men. You do remember that song? Yeah, we figured it out. Like, that is the MAGA YT Man theme song. That's why they're so fucking insecure. That's why they bow down. When I don't give a fuck, we appreciate that. Again, I don't give a fuck was not the one that took your kitty this week, Marissa. I think it was Cat Captain. But she is the cat captain, so I mean, she's a tiger queen, so she could take that kitty too. But Marissa, you still threw your kitty twice yesterday, so I do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's up, Monique? So, what do y'all want to start with? Let's start with Adelita Grijalva, okay? So, what happened last night? I think some people already knew last night. Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays, Democrat in my state of Arizona, has formally filed a lawsuit against the House of Representatives over Speaker Mike Johnson's, what's up, honey, refusal to seat Adelita Grijalva of the 7th District in Arizona. What's up, Dad? What's up, Monique? So, that happened last night. Super. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kirsten, for coming in. I appreciate that. So, Grijalva, we know, won her special election a month ago. She still hasn't been granted access to her seat offices in Washington with Quad D, with MAGA Mike Johnson arguing that she shouldn't be sworn in because the House is technically out of session. What's up, Lizette? What's up, Maggie? The problem is that he swore fucking 2 Republican House members in when they weren't in session when they won the special elections in Florida just a few months ago. So he's refusing to end the House's current recess until the government shutdown ends. It is possible. Maggie, thank you for the pumpkin carriage. I appreciate that so much. When Maggie dropped that baggy sticker. Kirsten, thank you for the heart me. Michael S., thank you for the heart me. Monique, thank you for the populars. Appreciate you. So he could be refusing to swear her in because we already know she's the 218th signature on the discharge petition, which would ultimately force a full House vote on requiring the DOJ to release the Schmepstein files. We know what it is. Maggie, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Steve Rod, thank you. Maggie, thank you. Everybody, everything. Hold on. I'm going to take a picture real quick and maybe I can. Oh, I can't do it right now. Whoever just asked me on the Discord if they can see the sword picture, I'm going to put it on the Discord after the live, okay? Maggie, thank you so much for the club cheers. Pittsburgh Granny, thank you so much. Actually, I could take a picture of it right now. Give me a sec. Okay. All right, cool. Oh, hold on one sec. All right. Picture. Maggie, thank you for the shares. What's up, Tamara? So, we know what it is. We know why MAGA Mike Johnson is refusing to swear her in. He also denies those accusations, but the problem is he already swore three Republican lawmakers, not two, three Republican lawmakers in during a congressional recess during House Nancy Pelosi. Hold on. Oh, no, she refused to seat. Yeah. Nancy Pelosi refused to seat three House members during recess during her tenure, but MAGA Mike Johnson actually seated two earlier this year under his fucking tenure in the spring. Okay. So that kind of established a new way of doing things when you're on recess. Essentially, you can fucking call for a pro forma session and you can swear in new members of the House. Mackie, thank you so much, which is what he did with two Florida lawmakers in the special elections in the spring. Okay. So this is a case about whether someone duly elected to the House who indisputably meets the constitutional qualifications of the office may be denied her rightful office simply because the Speaker has decided to keep the House out of regular session. This is what the lawsuit says. This is what May said in her lawsuit, warning that if Johnson has the authority, it would create a dangerous precedent allowing him or future speakers to thwart the people's choice of who should represent them in Congress by denying them representation for a significant portion of the 2-year term provided by the Constitution. That's another problem. House Speakers' terms are only fucking 2 years. So if you are getting your term shortened by a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, that's pretty fucking unconstitutional with such a fucking short term, right? Senators have 6 years, House members have 2 years. So that's kind of bullshit. What's up, Tiff D? Pittsburgh Granny, thank you so much for the Go Populars. Maggie, thank you for the roses. You're cold, aren't you? My ears just get cold because we have really good air conditioning. So you have big ears. So my ears get cold when it's a little cold in here. So just my ears and my head get cold sometimes. That's about it. So that's why you'll see me throw the hoodie on inside the house. It's 86 degrees outside, so you can't really be hot out. You can't really be cold outside. But yeah, in the house, I get a little chill. My ears get a little chilly. What's up, Ruth? Tiff D, thank you for the populars. Appreciate you. Yeah, so 2-year terms for House reps. This makes it really unfair for Adelita Grijalva if she's missing a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, however fucking long this lasts. It's pretty much BS. Yeah. So she's suing the House of Representatives. Her lawsuit further notes that Speaker Johnson has been in the Capitol during his time and during the time of the shutdown and has not identified any reason that he or a designee is unable to administer the oath to Ms. Grijalva. I know why. Maybe it's jizzling. I know why. And that he has not identified any valid reason for refusing to promptly seat her yet. The lawsuit adds, defendant's refusal to promptly seat Ms. Grijalva and to treat her as a member of the House injures her by denying her the ability to exercise the authority of a member of the House to sign petitions, sponsor bills, obtain and provide information to her constituents about federal programs and matters pending before federal agencies, and advocate with federal agencies all on behalf of her constituents. The defendant's refusal to promptly seat Ms. Grijalva and to treat her as a member of the House likewise injures the state of Arizona. I agree, especially being here. Don, thank you so much for the heart me, which is denied the number of representatives provided for by law. Completely agree. Don, thank you so much for the popular. Y'all are doing amazing, everybody. Oh, I didn't even put up the goal right now, too. Please get those shares in. We have 210 people in here. Everybody knows how to share by now. Put your finger in the center of the screen, hold it down for a second. Friends list is going to fucking pop up. And then you are going to see a white box that says send on the right. Just pick 3 to 5 people. Share that out with them individually, and we will get these shares up to over 300 in no time. It will help us on the algorithm. Also, pumpkin carriage up top if anybody wants to help out. Helps us on the algorithm when you hit these goals too, like Shorty did. Shorty, thank you so much. 25 dubs in the chat for Shorty on the pumpkin carriage. I do appreciate it. Only 3 more things left in the gallery, too? Yeah, Party Out and Now, Lion, and Uni is all we got left in the gallery, too. Hot Rod, thank you for the boxing gloves. Nichols, thank you for the share. Tina Rules, thank you for the share. Y'all are doing amazing in here. Alice, Mary, everybody is doing awesome in here. Let me get some more shares in here, too, folks. Let's get 300-400 people in here right now, like we normally do. Okay? Let's do that right now during the day. We always hit those numbers. Let's keep it up, right? Let's keep that shit up. Let's keep it going. Alice, thank you so much. I appreciate that. The lawsuit also notes that technically the Constitution does not require the Speaker of the House to swear anyone in, just that a lawmaker be administered to the oath of office once elected. So this is where another judge could come in and swear her in if MAGA Mike Johnson's going to remain on this bullshit. Mary, thank you for the heart me. I appreciate you. What's up, Empress? Y'all are doing amazing. 215 people in here. Let's get to 50,000 likes. Let's get to 300 shares. Everybody, there is a share arrow at the bottom right. Click that. Let's get over 300 shares in here. There's no reason we can't be at that already. Okay, let's get on that. Let's get on that. Share that thing out at least 3 times, everybody. FDT. Yeah, let's get up to 300 shares. We're at 171. That ain't nothing to get up to 300. Taz, thank you so much. So, the suit requests that should Johnson continue refusing to swear in Adelita Grijalva, a judge allow for someone else in Congress to administer her oath. Or a judge could do it himself. Beyond being unable to vote on behalf of her constituents as a member of the House, Grijalva is also being denied access to her offices and other congressional resources that elected lawmakers typically receive. And again, MAGA Mike Johnson wanted her to go to work without these resources and without pay. Fuck that. Fuck that. Johnson chastised Grijalva earlier this week for trying to raise awareness about the situation on social media, saying instead of doing TikTok videos, she should be serving her constituents. She can't. You won't swear her in, so technically she's not a fucking House member yet, you dumbass. Something she cannot feasibly do until she's an official representative. How the fuck do you serve your fucking constituents when you haven't been sworn in? You haven't been hired yet. Thank you so much, Tifty. I appreciate all the shares. We got 2 more pumpkin patches, too. Is that not crazy? On Tuesday, Grijalva said she's trying to meet directly with MAGA Mike Johnson. I wouldn't. I'm going to try to schedule an appointment and just sort of sit down to say this back and forth is not good. It's not healthy. It's, a clap back here and there. It's not something that I want. She just wants to fucking work. So that's what's happening with the lawsuit. So I wanted to give everybody that opportunity to know what's going on with the lawsuit. So steps are being taken to try to get Adelita Grijalva in the House of Representatives as long as MAGA Mike Johnson is trying to keep her out. Okay? That's crazy right now. What's going on right now with the Oregon rep? Let's see. So, this is crazy. Democratic U.S. Senator Jeff Merkley of Oregon is currently delivering a marathon speech on the Senate floor. It was expected to extend more than 16 hours. It has, apparently. Thank you for the follow, Susan. If you are new here, drop a follow. We do political TikToks during the day, political lives. Excuse me. Sorry, just ate a Greek salad. And we focus on current events. We focus on stats, real data, fucking real sources, real statistics. We don't platform MAGAs. We will have conversations with MAGAs. They have to meet 4 conditions. Thank you so much, Empress, for the pumpkin. Win Empress in the chat on the pumpkin. I appreciate you so much. Empress and Shorty tied for the lead, and I don't give a fuck as the top gifters in the live so far. But we focus on truth, statistics, real data, sources, no feelings. We have rules for MAGAs if they come up. They have to have a profile picture. It cannot be a blank picture. It cannot be looking over here sideways because they never face the camera and they're looking for their Doge check. Drop that Doge check sticker. Looking at their fucking single wide, washing away in a fucking flood. Can't be that. Has to be a front forward facing. I cannot find it. Can you find any of the other gains? There should be 2 other vault gifts. Can you find either other one in the gift package? One of them is called a Valerian's Oath, and the other one is called a Great's Word Temple. So if you can find either of those 2, opt in. So the second rule is if you're a MAGA, you have to have, it won't say vault. It will just look like a regular gift, Gaines. It's just going to have like a little symbol under it. It's not going to say vault on it. Tanel, thank you so much. Are you telling me you got a Doge check? So second rule is you got to have enough followers to turn on your camera. So that means 500 followers at least. Third rule, you have to have sources. TrustMeBro.org is not accepted. X is not accepted. And the last rule, this one really stings MAGA every time I fucking say it. You cannot be married or dating a family member. So if you're an insecure YT MAGA man, cannot be fucking married to or dating a sister, a cousin, peepaw, whoever the fuck in your family, meemaw, peepaw, whoever the fuck it is, auntie, grandmother, mother. You cannot be dating within the family. So I haven't had a MAGA yet meet all 4 of these conditions, even if they meet the first.
How did he know? How did he know I was married to my fucking sister? How did he know? Keep it in the family. That's what we like to do. Keep it in the family.
So you won't see a whole lot of MAGAs in the chat. You won't see a whole lot of MAGAs getting platformed here. Actually, pretty much none. Because they're all cowards and none of them want to show their faces anyway. Or they're married to a relative. So that's pretty much how it is every day in here. Mama, thank you so much. If that's your kind of fucking stilo, If that's your kind of preference where you don't want to fucking handle any MAGAs, you're in the right place. Mima, thank you so much for the journal. Mima, thank you so much. Maggie, thank you so much for the journal. Monique, thank you so much. DJ Paul, thank you for the populars. Mama Wolf, thank you for the populars. One more pumpkin patch up top, by the way, too. We're doing fucking great in here. 250 shares. Let's get that 250 shares up to 500, okay? Let's do that real quick. What's up, Huckleberry? What's up, Cat Captain? Let's get that up to 500 shares, okay? So next we're talking about Senator Jeff Merkley. He's warning, he delivered a long speech today on the Senate floor. He's warning tyranny has arrived in a marathon floor speech protesting Trump. The Oregon Democrat was still speaking on the Senate floor after delivering remarks for more than 16 hours. He described he's protesting Quad D's regime. He described authoritarian leadership and warning that the Republic is facing the biggest threat since the Civil War. Completely agree. Afterlife, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Quad D is shredding our Constitution. Is it okay for mass federal agents to arrest people off the street because of their skin color or their accent? No way, not in a free America, Merkley said in his opening remarks, which started about 6:30 p.m. on last night, Tuesday, Eastern. The Democratic senator went on to rebuke Trump administration for other actions, including weaponizing the Justice Department. Thank James Comey. Thank you, Linda, for the pumpkin. I appreciate that. Thank James Comey. Thank Letitia James. Thank Adam Schiff, who he's threatening. Thank anybody that he's going to go after. Jack Smith. Who else? Merrick Garland. Thank all those. Win Linda in the chat on the pumpkin carriage. I appreciate that, Linda. Oh, here's the pirate hat. Thank you so much, Maggie, for the black eye, for the black guy. Thank you so much. Deb, thank you so much for the October. Appreciate you. Linda, thank you so much. Pittsburgh Granny, thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, he was selling fucking gear that said revenge tour. I am your retribution. I mean, this is essentially what he campaigned on, right? All right, everybody, thank you for the pumpkin carriage. We'll put, what else do we have in here? We've got, oh, which kitty I like. Let's do a couple Viking hammers. Also, we have 3 things left in the gallery, too. We have Party On and On, Lion, Uni, if anybody wants to hit any of those. That will help us 35th straight week lighting the gallery up. Okay, M. Renee, I don't give a fuck. Thank you so much for the Viking hammer. 25 dubs in the chat for I don't give a fuck. Thank you so much. I don't give a fuck. Brooksies, thank you so much. M. Renee, thank you on the pumpkin. The Witchy Kitty. M. Renee is going crazy on the pumpkin latte. I appreciate that. What's up, Tiff? So, anyway, also canceling research grants to universities in an attempt to gain control over what can be taught. We do know my alma mater, the University of Arizona, just rejected signing on to that fucking agreement. Very proud of my Wildcats. Bear the fuck down. So that is what's going on with the speech on the floor. On Wednesday morning, the Oregon Democrat said he wanted the public's takeaway from his comments to be that tyranny has already arrived. It is not down the street. It is not around the corner. It will not be encountered on the path tomorrow. It is here at this very moment, is what he said, and I completely agree with him. He argued that tyranny comes in 2 forms: the attack on freedom, which we're seeing, and the disappearance of the fundamental separation of powers, which we are also seeing. Yeah. Suddenly you have 3 elements that create tyranny in place of freedom, or authoritarianism in place of a republic, he said. Those are a rubber stamp Congress, a deferential court, and an aggressive authoritarian personality with a good plan. Well, Trump doesn't actually have a plan, but Heritage Foundation does. As Merkley aide said on Tuesday, the senator is expected to go as long as he can. His speech comes after months after Cory Booker delivered marathon remarks for 25 hours and 4 minutes, breaking the record for the longest floor speech in Senate history. Again, these are good things. But this isn't like, we need like real action from Congress members. Like, that's great. It's a public protest. It's amazing. But like, Congress members, you actually have fucking legislative power. Press the issue. Force the fucking Republicans to negotiate. End this government shutdown. The speeches are great, but like, we need actually action too. They're great. They're symbolic. I like it, but like, we need real fucking action. Right? Agree with me, chat? I like it. It's good. It's symbolic, but enough with the symbolism. We need fucking action. Loving Critters, thank you so much for the popular. It's great, but we need action, right? That's my take. So anyway, next thing I was going to talk about today. We got a lot to talk about. So I wanted to get to this yesterday. This is an article from the New York Times, and it actually talks about some of the data. Shutdown with no clear end poses new economic threat. So the effect is rippling beyond missing paychecks to federal services that support much of the economy. Crazy. So what are we in? 3 weeks of the shutdown now? As Washington's stalemate continues into its fourth week with no end in sight, we're now in week 4, it's looking like this could become one of America's longest funding lapses. The previous record holder was also Quadis government. Brennan's being prosecuted now. Yeah, I mean, he warned everybody. It will be Ray. It will be Liz Cheney. It will be Kinzinger. It will be Merrick Garland. Again, baseless fucking lawsuits, frivolous lawsuits that are likely going to get thrown out. But again, he told us this is about revenge and retribution. So none of us should be surprised, right? None of us should be surprised. Mary, thank you so much. So the previous record was a 34-day holdout. Congress has passed enough appropriations bills to keep more of the government funded. This time, none have been passed. So before we actually had fucking appropriations bills to keep the government funded and open, not open, but even when it was shut down, some fucking services were still open, were still fucking operating. This time, none have passed. The White House is attempting to lay off thousands of workers. We already know that, although they're being sued. And they also threaten to withhold back pay for furloughed workers, also illegal. There's actually a law against that, despite a 2019 law requiring that they be paid. Michael Zidanak, a director of the United States economics team at S&P Global Market Intelligence, said that would obviously make it a larger macroeconomic impact. Then there are the services those workers are not providing. Alice, thank you so much for the greeting heart, including national park tours, new medication reviews that support commerce. Okay, for many businesses, the timing couldn't be worse. Holiday season is right around the corner, as you know. We're already in the corner, hoping Halloween gives us some good treats. If you're worried about the potential for those indirect impacts, those only increase the longer the shutdown goes on. Here's where it comes in. According to the Bureau of Economic Analysis, again, this is one of our government fucking statistical agencies, economists within that fucking bureau estimate the shutdown will trim between 0.1 and 0.2 percentage points off of annual growth in economic output for each week it actually drags on. So far we are in the fourth week of the shutdown, and according to the Bureau of Economic Analysis, every week we're losing 0.1 to 0.2 percentage points off of annual growth in economic output. That amounts to about anywhere from $7.6 billion to $15.2 billion per week. I'll repeat that. Our economic fucking output is declining between $7.6 billion and $15.2 billion per week that our government is shut down. That's according to the Bureau of Economic Analysis. This is also based on hours that government employees aren't working, and that's according to Oxford Economics. Those are called fucking sources, okay, Magus? Yeah. The 2018 shutdown was not as bad. It only trimmed slightly less than 0.1 percentage points off the annual growth per week. So we're at least doubling that this time. Chanel, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that so much. One more beautiful follower. If you're new, thank you so much. Yeah, crazy. Wild, huh? Thank you, Chanel. I appreciate that so much. 4 more Viking hammers up top, too. If you'd rather make a contribution to the live Vimo C app, right above my head is the Vimo C app. Is the same thing with the $sign. You can find that link tree in the bio. Yeah, so this is having real fucking impacts. That estimation does not capture the ways that the federal services support economic activity in other sectors either, where the effect could be narrow but deep. Consider visa processing. Much of it is performed by contractors who were told to stop work on October 1st. Unlike government employees, they will not be paid back when the shutdown ends. Yeah, so these fucking workers are getting screwed and won't even get back pay. Crazy. Brandon Muniz, he owns a Maryland information tech provider called High Tech Services, which relies on federal contracts. He's already lost business this year because of government cost cutting. And over the past couple of weeks, he has had to cut hours for staff members who can't evaluate applications for green cards and employment-based visas until the government reopens. He's already had to lay off 15 people this year and furlough another 25 because of the shutdown alone. He worries about getting them back if they happen to find other jobs and keeping the business afloat in the meantime. All this shit has real effects, folks. All this has I have too many teeth for Blue Lacy again.
See a fucking dentist. You have too many teeth.
I don't get it, bro. I don't need braces. My teeth are straight and white. Fucking pretty weird. But Blue Lacy, you love stalking me. Meanwhile, 15 followers, no profile picture, no bio. Get up here and turn on your camera, coward. Let's see your face. Let's see your face, coward. Get up here. Why would I need braces with straight teeth? How the fuck does that make sense? Does that make sense to anybody but a MAGA? Yeah, does that make sense to anybody but a MAGA? Show your face, you coward. Man, y'all are fucking obsessed with me, aren't you? How does that make sense to anybody but a fucking MAGA?
Your fucking teeth. You have too many. Yeah, look at all those fucking teeth. You have a mouthful. I only have 3. I only have 3. Why do you have so many fucking teeth? Fucking hate you.
Isn't it funny, too? Never show their face either. Let me see your 3. I bet you my fucking 40 teeth look better than your 3. Get up here and turn on your camera. I'll take my fucking 40, even if all of them were crooked. I'd still rather have them than have 3. At least I could fucking eat. Isn't it funny? Let me drop that beat for him. Let me drop that fucking beat on him. I'd rather have fucking 45 crooked teeth than 3. Thank you. I know. I don't get it.
You have all your teeth. That's fucking weird. I've never seen so many fucking teeth.
That's all you got? That's weak? That's so weak. That's all you got? This is what I got.
Don't want no short
This is
dick,
what I got.
man.
You can see him too.
Don't want no short dick, man. Don't want no short dick,
You can
man.
see my smile. Hey! Look at all the pearly whites, Magus. Hey!
Short dick, man.
You have too many
What's that
teeth.
fucking thing? You need some fucking tweezers.
You can get them from all angles too, Magus.
That has got to be the smallest dick I have ever seen.
Hey!
In my whole life. Get the fuck out of here. Eeny weeny, teeny weeny, shriveled little short dick man. Don't want. Eeny weeny, teeny
Hey!
weeny, shriveled little short dick.
What's up, Anita?
Don't want.
Why are these motherfuckers... Do you really think it's because they only have 3 teeth? Why are they so obsessed with my beautiful smile? It's fucking weird.
Why do you have all those teeth? Fucking hate you.
Isn't that the weirdest shit? Damn, I'm sweating in here. Magas, I won't date you. I'm taken. I know you're jealous. Not showing your face. I get it. I know you're jealous. That's all you got.
You have too many fucking teeth. They're too white. You have like 28 teeth on your top row. The fuck?
Taken by a man. No, I'm not taken by a man. Are you? Jay Little. Perfect fucking name, Jay Little. I got a song for you.
Don't want no short dick.
Jay Little's another MAGA man. At least he admitted it.
Don't want no short dick man.
Hey, Jay Little, your theme
Don't want
song.
no short dick.
Hey.
Don't want
Get it,
no
Jay
short
Little. It's
dick,
about you.
man.
Perfect name, Jay Little. Hey, Jay Little. Hey, Joe, how you like Jay Little? Perfect name, brother.
Don't want no short dick man.
Hey, what up, Jay Little?
Don't want no short dick man.
This is for you, buddy.
Don't want no
Perfect
short
name,
dick
brother.
man.
Perfect name.
Don't
Self-identification
want
is
no
key.
short dick man.
Perfect.
Eeny weeny, teeny weeny, shriveled little short dick
Yeah,
man.
let's look at Jay Little's name.
Don't want.
Hey, Jay Little.
Eeny weeny, teeny weeny, shriveled little short dick man. Don't want. Eeny weeny, teeny weeny,
Hey.
shriveled little short dick
Hey,
man.
All those teeth. Fuck your teeth.
Eeny weeny, teeny weeny, shriveled
What up, Jay?
little short dick man.
Jay Little's gone. No followers, no bio. So sad. So sad. All right, we had to get that in. That was fun. That was fun. That was fun. Jay Little, I'm sorry, brother. He ran away too. As soon as we dropped the beat, he fucking left. Magas, I know you love my smile. I know you've never seen such fucking white teeth in so many of them. I might have some on that. I just had a Greek salad. I might have had something on there. I know it's fucking weird, isn't it?
We only have 3 teeth in my family. We only have 3.
Cheryl, thank you so much for the finger hearts. So yeah, the economic effects of the shutdown are impacting us all. It's going to fucking severely impact our economic output. What hashtag brought you? Short Dick Man, I think, brought him. Yeah. 3 teeth in the entire family. I know. Name was perfect for it. Was. Self-identification is key. Maggots share their teeth with each other. That too, Wags, for sure. I just think it's funny. I never really understood, and I started thinking about it. I said, if that's what it is, they'd never seen white teeth or a full mouth. Or a full mouth, for sure. For sure, Aswad. Yeah, that's what Wags was saying. So, Lisa, thank you so much for the butterfly. I appreciate that. Thank you. Blue Lacy was back. Yeah, I just blocked him. I mean, he's obsessed with me. He's got nothing. So he's attacking the white and straight teeth again. I don't get it. I don't know what their obsession is. I think I do get it. I think they've never seen so many, and they don't see any white teeth or straight teeth. So it's weird for them. It's a personal problem, I guess. I don't know. It's an obsession.
I'll be back tomorrow. I'll have my 18th account tomorrow. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Thank you, D-Town. I appreciate that.
I'll be back.
What's up, D? Good to see you. We got all the followers in, which is great. We need 4 more Viking hammers up top, by the way. 4 more Viking hammers. I appreciate you. 4 more to go. Sam, make Argentina great again. Yeah, well, they haven't got the money yet. It's Trump, so he probably won't give it to him. Maggie, thank you so much for the Viking hammer. So, but it is interesting that he wants to give them tens of billions of dollars. And he wants to take fucking money away from our own economy. Wants to take money away from our own healthcare system. Won't give any subsidy money. Won't sign off on subsidy money or even negotiate subsidy money. So yeah, that's pretty telling. He doesn't give a fuck about Americans. I haven't seen the $40 billion thing. I've still seen 20. I tried to search it if it was going to be 40. Right now, all I see for sure is 20 billion. What's up, Journey? Yeah, probably, Aswad. You're probably right. Journey, thank you so much for the heart me. We're doing a great. Maggie, thank you on the Viking Hammer. Everybody drop 25 dubs from Maggie in the chat on the Viking Hammer. We need 3 left to go. Will, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you. All he cares about is the ballroom. I know, so much for America first. Yeah, he's never been America first. He's never given a fuck about any fucking American other than himself. So that's just what it is. So I wanted to read that. What else did I want to read today? So yeah, the economic fucking, the shutdown is fucking us over. Every fucking time we go shopping, we're going to pay higher prices. And we have less fucking economic output right now, which is going to hurt us in the long run. Oh, another thing I wanted to talk about too. As these subsidies, I know we got until November 1st to essentially, how do I say this, reenact the subsidies associated with the Affordable Care Act. Jackie, thank you so much for the heart me. I appreciate that. 3 more Viking hammers up top. Y'all are doing amazing. Appreciate it. Live pro status in the building. We're continuing this. What's up, Kathy? What's up, Sylvia? Remember, everybody thought that some of these effects were going to take place not until after midterms. Wrong. Washington Post, New York Times, health insurance sticker shock begins as the shutdown battle over subsidies rage. Many states have shown rising premiums ahead of open enrollment for the ACA plans. Congress is still deadlocked over extending pandemic-era subsidies that bring costs down. Yeah. Millions of Americans are already seeing their health insurance costs soar for 2026 as Congress remains deadlocked over extending those subsidies for the ACA. Healthcare.gov, the federal website used by 28 states, is expected to post plan offerings early next week ahead of the start of open enrollment in November. But window shopping has already begun in 22 states. Journey, thank you so much for the Viking Hammer win, Journey, in the chat. Offering a preview of the sticker shock to come. Premiums nationwide, listen to this. Healthcare premiums nationwide are set to rise by 18% on average. This is according to an analysis, preliminary rate filings by nonpartisan health policy group KFF. Yeah. 18% rise in your healthcare premiums on average. Yeah. That combined with the loss of extra subsidies have left Americans with the worst year-over-year price hikes in 12 years. And that's outside of extra subsidies. Your premiums are already rising or set to rise on November 1st by an average of 18%. Again, outside of extra subsidies. Sun, thank you so much, Sun Moon, for the Gem Pew Pew. I appreciate it. That's how crazy that is. Get this. If you don't know KFF is fucking awesome on all medical and healthcare research. KFF, like Kevin and then foot. KFF, okay? They estimate that starting in 2026. So as soon as we fucking hit, actually before, because it's going to be November 1st. But on average in 2026, the average marketplace consumer will pay $1,904 in annual premiums next year, which is up from $888 in 2025. So that's a rise in $1,100. $1,100 in premiums added to your fucking cost. Yeah, for your premium. That's wild as fuck. Up from fucking $888 to $1,904. Christina, thank you so much for the baseball cap. Amber, thank you for the heart me. That's fucking crazy. This situation is specifically acute in Georgia, which recorded the second highest enrollment of any state-run marketplace this year, posted prices for 2026 earlier in October. About 96% of marketplace enrollees in Georgia received subsidies this year. That's according to the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, a liberal think tank that supports extending the subsidies. This is in the Washington Post from today, Lizette. But this data is from KFF. Now Georgians browsing the state website are seeing estimated monthly costs double or triple depending on their incomes as lower subsidy thresholds resume. So already fucking struggling families that can barely meet those fucking premium needs on the ACA, they're going to have their prices go up by 2 or 3 times already. We have people now saying that they will have to choose between their monthly premiums and their mortgage. That's according to Natasha Taylor, who is the deputy director of Georgia Watch, a consumer advocacy group. Okay? Yeah. A family of 4 earning $82,000. Let's just give you an example in Georgia. This is from CBPP analysis. A family of 4 earning $82,000 a year in Georgia could see their annual premium double to around $7,000. Thank you, Lisa Turner, for the Prince. DJ Paul, thank you for the popular. For a plan with mid-range coverage, according to the CBPP. If that family earned at least $130,000, they would have to pay the full cost of the annual premium, about $24,000 instead of $11,000. Thank you, Lizard Breath. I appreciate that. Yeah. A family of 4 earning $130,000, if they're using the ACA, they're going to have to pay their annual premium. It's going to cost $24,000 next year instead of $11,000, which even $11,000. Still a lot. So $24,000 premium across 12 months is what, folks? Do the math. $2,000 a month for healthcare through the ACA. $2,000 a month for healthcare through the ACA for a family making $130,000. That's another mortgage for people. That's a second fucking mortgage for a lot of people. My son had to make that choice for a while. That's crazy. That's for somebody making 6 figures, $130,000. That's a mortgage payment for a lot of people. Yeah, and you're right, Journey. And this is not just on the ACA. All of your fucking healthcare premiums are going to go up. Like private healthcare, like I'm self-employed, obviously. Coach Sean is self-employed. We get ours on the private market. Our premiums are going up. Everybody's premiums are going up. And that's not even paying the deductible either. Think about that. That's just for your fucking premium. Yeah, it's a similar story in other states where people in higher income tiers will see a big premium increases as they become ineligible for subsidies. A 60-year-old couple earning $85,000 may have to pay $31,000 for a plan in Kentucky. So if you make $85,000 and now you have to pay $31,000 for healthcare premium, you've just lost over a third of your fucking salary on healthcare premiums. You're going to have a lot of people that just choose to go uninsured. If your health is good enough, that might be a decision you have to make. What the fuck is the point? Because healthcare insurance, as you know, you're essentially just paying in case shit happens, right? People are going to start just saying, fuck it, it's not worth it. That would be $28,000 for a plan in Oregon and $44,000 for a plan in Vermont. So if you made $85,000 and you had to pay $44,000 for a fucking a healthcare premium insurance payment per month in Vermont, $44,000 for the year, over half of your fucking salary is now gone. And again, that's not a deductible. That's not your medication costs. That's not any of those things. It's crazy. Like, this is the situation we're in. And Republicans want to tell you they're America first and therefore protecting American citizens while fucking passing the big, beautiful bill, which is doing this to Americans. 1,500% discount on scripts, don't worry about it. Yeah, right? This is crazy. If Congress doesn't extend the extra subsidies, Georgia could lose around 340,000 people from its 1.5 billion person marketplace. So Georgia could lose 340,000 people from their fucking ACA plans. And that's according to a nonpartisan advocacy, easy enough for me to say, group, Georgians for a Healthy Future. Yeah. Crazy, right? Republican Governor Brian Kemp, who championed the state's marketplace, didn't respond to a request for comment. So, crazy. Atlanta resident Jody Filatow, 31, says she's been paying $160 a month for a subsidized plan on Georgia's marketplace. She makes about $40K a year styling hair and providing behavioral therapy. She has yet to complete an application to seek quotes for plans next year, but her monthly premium is likely to nearly double based on her age, income, and zip code. Again, if you only make $40K a year, and now you have to pay $320 a month for fucking healthcare, you have to pay $350 a month, you have to pay $450 a month. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? She rushed to schedule a surgery next week for a problem related to her menstruation cycle because she's concerned about having insurance. Yeah. I'm feeling like I need to get everything done this year because I don't know what next year is going to look like, she said in a phone interview. This is what happens for everyday Americans, for common Americans, right? No worries, Rosie Rob. Yeah, people got to make these fucking decisions. It's tough. Everybody get some shares in if you can, too. I appreciate that. We got 2 more Viking hammers if anybody wants to help out. Let's make sure we're hitting all these goals if we can today. That will help us get pushed out in the algorithm. Everybody knows that. What am I doing right now? I'm sharing the live out with a bunch of people. Everything. I've got a couple more things to cover too. Okay, we're talking about healthcare. This is very important. For your average consumer, they look at the bottom line. What's my out-of-pocket max? I don't think they're looking at the breakdown of why their premium is what it is. So, this is crazy. The Congressional Budget Office has said that nearly 4 million fewer people will have marketplace plans a decade from now if the extra subsidies expire. Crazy. Maggie, thank you so much for the gold boxing gloves. Will, thank you for the pumpkins. Y'all are doing fantastic in here. Aswad, thank you so much. Everybody on the new follows, too, thank you. We've got our number of followers that we need. We're doing fantastic. Spartan, thank you so much. So this is what's happening today. Big D, thank you. We love Big D. We love the Big D. We love it. We absolutely fucking love it. We love it. Appreciate it. Journey, thank you so much for the live. Sharing the live, I appreciate that. Jules, thank you so much. Appreciate that too. Thank you. I was actually live, Mike. I watched kind of the second half of the Warrior and Laker game. The Warriors look good. I love Jimmy Butler and Steph, so that's why I watched it. I didn't really pay too much attention to the OKC one. I don't really start paying attention to the NBA until like Christmas anyway. Deborah, we'll see you later, but I thought they were pretty good opening games. I like the coverage on Peacock. I think they did it nicely. Yeah, I think Ernie Johnson, Charles, Shaq, Kenny, I think they'll be on ESPN tonight. Yeah. Oh, the old Inside the NBA song? Yeah, I love it. Demi, thank you so much. Hot Grammy, the poor MAGAs voted for this. They like it. What's up, Demi? Thank you for the follow, Max Moreno. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Lisa, thank you for the beautiful bouquet of flowers. Win Lisa in the chat. Thank you so much, Lisa.
We love starvation. We love your fucking teeth, too. Look at all those teeth. Look at how white they are. You have all of them, too. So many fucking teeth. We love them. And we don't have any. We have 3. We have 3.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. The last Dawn. Appreciate you.
You don't eat shit? I eat shit. I can't afford food. I can't afford groceries. I love starvation. I love being unemployed. I love inflation. You can't be by. You can't, I love your nostrils. You get so much oxygen.
Thank you, Rob. Rob said, don't forget your nostrils. I did not, Rob. Thank you so much for kicking us off on the $5 VMO. Everybody win Rob in the chat. Make sure you throw that Rosie Rob sticker. We're doing fucking awesome. 2 more Viking hammers, folks. Let's hit them. Haven't been getting live notifications at all this week. Not fucking surprising. That's kind of what they do to us. We have 300 fucking shares in here, which is awesome. What else did I want to talk about today? We have so many fucking stories. Every day it's some new shit. Radical, thank you so much for the galaxy. Win Radical Granny. Thank you so much, Radical Granny. We love you. We appreciate you. When you were in New York, the security team didn't have to detain anyone? No, they didn't. Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't have any MAGA men coming up and asking me to smile or take pictures or open my nostrils for them or feel my bald head or fucking go out on a date with me or count how many teeth I have on both rows because they've never seen so many.
You're bald. Get a hair transplant. All those fucking teeth. Fucking hate you, man. Got a fucking mouthful. Fuck you, man. Fucking A. F you, buddy. F you. And your teeth are white. F you, buddy.
I didn't have any MAGA men.
Too many fucking teeth. I'm so jealous. Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Damaris, thank you so much. Even if I had fucking 53 jagged, crooked teeth, which I don't, but even if I did, I would rather have 53 jagged teeth than a total of 3, top and bottom row, combined. Wouldn't you? I'd rather have 53 all crooked than 3 fucking teeth on borrowed time from eating shit. What did I miss? I don't know what you missed. We've talked about the economic impact of the government shutdown. We've talked about rising healthcare premiums. We've talked about the lawsuit that my Arizona AG is going forward with against the House of Representatives to get Adelita Grijalva sworn in. Yeah. That's what we've talked about so far. I just looked up. I never knew this because I'm not. I just looked this up. Most adult humans have 32 teeth. But according to the Cleveland Clinic, MAGAs have an average of 3 teeth combined. And that's according to the clevelandclinic.org. Yeah. They actually wrote that. Most adults have 3 permanent teeth. MAGAs have a combined 3 teeth. And that's for all adults 18 and up. Yeah, you have 27? Cool. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy, isn't it? I'm preparing for the shot. Cat Captain, I named my source, too. That's according to the clevelandclinic.org. Not my writing. Most adults have 32 permanent teeth, including 8 incisors, 4 canines, 8 premolars, and 12 molars. MAGAs have 3 total teeth, usually 1 incisor, 1 canine, and 1 premolar. So that's according to clevelandclinic.org. MAGAs, this is just data. This is data. This is from 2020, the late 2024. Cat Captain, I'm just saying. Cleveland Clinic, yeah. You cannot. I'm just saying. Prove me wrong. Lizette, prove me 3. They got 1 premolar, 1 canine, and 1 incisor. Yeah. That's the fucking average. Those are the numbers. 2 more Viking hammers. I never knew that. So no wonders MAGAs are. So I swear, I got way more than 32 teeth. I think I might have 32 on my top row. And I got all of them on both rows. And I got wisdom teeth. I think I got like 53.
I've never seen so many fucking teeth. Fuck you, man.
Sarah, thank you. Maggie, thank you. Oh, there are some teeth. Look at that.
That looks like just like your big mouth with all your fucking teeth.
It's a very world radical. I'm just saying. That's their stuff. That's their stuff. And then there's like people also ask, It has underneath. You know how you like Google something that says people also ask? It said MAGA also asked, is having 3 teeth okay? No, it's not. Having 3 teeth is not okay. Yeah. That's the general consensus. That's crazy, isn't it? Like, that's a common MAGA question, is having 3 teeth okay? That's crazy. Bexy, thank you so much. Summer, thank you so much. I appreciate that for the heart me. Appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you. I'm just saying. Joe, what's going on? I'm just saying. Oh, there was some other shit. Did you hear today, too? Yes, OC. These are... OC said, am I reading facts? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Simply, I talked about the demolition of the White House yesterday and the day before. It's not supposed to be done. They actually have to have that fucking approved by the commission. They have not had a commission approve that, but does he ever follow laws? No, he usually breaks them and waits to see if somebody's going to stop him, right? Maggie, thank you for those teeth. That looks like my white teeth.
Fuck you, man. That big mouth you have.
Thank you so much, Maggie. 2 more Viking hammers up top, by the way. Let's knock that down. Then we need one party on and on. All that, right? I know. We need one party on and on. Also, Friday, we're starting another Halloween contest within the agency. I don't know what the prize is. It's specifically designed for people that are either live pros or on the cusp of live pro. So we're going to have some good competition. It runs for a week, 24th through the 31st, when the cankles burst. The 31st, when the cankles burst. I like that. I got to use that one. The 31st, when the cankles burst. I like that. I'm going to fucking drop that. That's a good one. Maggie, thank you for the big shout out.
That looks like your big fucking mouth with all those teeth on both rows. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. All those fucking teeth.
Inkor battle. Yeah, we can battle Inky. He's on like weird hours though. DJT needs to check the construction site daily, does he? Hold on one second. Oh, Pete Kegsbreath. Why do I actually type his name in now is Pete Kegsbreath? Thank you, Maggie. Did you hear what he said today? Did you hear what he said 7 hours ago? He is trying to disallow the Pentagon from communicating with Congress. Do you realize how fucking unconstitutional that is? Congress has powers under the War Powers Act. You can't cut off the military from communicating with Congress. You legitimately need Congress's authorization to go to war overseas. This happened today.
I voted for this administration for Trump because of transparency, law and order.
Yeah. Interactions between congressional offices and federal agencies are as common as sunrise. This is NBC News. They happen every day, several times a day, and have been the norm for generations for an obvious reason. Lawmakers rely on information to do their jobs. Yeah. But in June, the White House picked a difficult fight by announcing plans to limit intelligence sharing with members of Congress. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer soon after declared the administration has no right to stonewall Congress on matters of national security. Senators deserve information, and the administration has a legal obligation to inform Congress precisely about what is happening right now abroad. Yeah. Defense Secretary Pete Kegsbreath has largely banned military officials, including the Joint Chiefs of Staff and the Secretaries of the Army, Navy, and Air Force, from speaking with Congress unless they coordinate with a centralized office that reports to him. Kegsbreath and his deputy Steve Feinberg announced the new move in an internal memo October 15th obtained by USA Today. Yeah, this is fucking crazy. Thank you, Trisha, so much. She just sent a $10 Vimeo. Let me see what her message is. Thank you, Trish. What did you say? What did you say, Trish? Let's see what you said on your message. She said, I just heard about this congressional block. DOD has to get congressional approval all of the time for spending and countless other things. Oh, I know. That's why I said this is unconstitutional. This can't be fucking legal at all. According to the Pentagon memo first reported by Breaking Defense, officials were told that unauthorized engagement with Congress by the Department of War, I still call it Department of Defense, Personnel acting in their official capacity, no matter how well-intentioned, may undermine department-wide priorities critical to achieving our legislative objectives. Well, Congress is the legislative body, so you should be fucking communicating with the legislative body. Also, they have fucking war powers. Quad D remains committed to politicized nomenclature, which is why the memo referred to DOW or Department of War. Of course. No, they really don't. Has the administration do anything legal? No, not really, Tim T. Tim T, thank you so much. Win Tim T in the chat. Win double T, TT. Thank you, Tim T. Love that, Tim T. Thank you so much. 25 dubs in the chat for Tim T. Tim TT. I called you Tim TT. TT, thank you so much. One more of those to meet the goal. We got about 260 people in here. Cat Captain. Thank you so much, Cat Captain. We love Cat Captain. Appreciate you, Cat Captain. 25 dubs in the chat for Cat Captain and drop that Cat Captain sticker. We're doing great. Let's fucking continue to meet all of these fucking beautiful goals that we are meeting right now. Helps the algorithm, helps us get pushed out. So it's very important that we do that. Okay, we did the pumpkin carriage. We did what the fuck did we do? Let's do some Octobers. This can be a quick one. This is a small one. We're going to do 17 Octobers. Let's make it as quick as Quad D was with Stormy Daniels. We got about 260 people in here. Easy. We got to continue to hit these goals so we can get back up to 450 people. Cat Captain, thank you for the October. It's the latest development in related DOD pattern. Keg's Breath and his team want to limit what journalists and the public know about developments at the Pentagon. Thank you, Tiff D, for the 4 Octobers. Thank you so much. Y'all are fucking crushing these. Thank you, Cat Captain. They also want to limit what congressional offices know about the developments of the Pentagon. Jackie, thank you so much. I don't give a fuck, thank you so much. Democratic Senator Jack Reed of Rhode Island, the ranking member on the Senate Armed Services Committee, told NBC News, Keg's Breath and his team appear to be afraid of the truth and guided by paranoia. Agree completely. Alice, thank you so much. M. Renee, thank you so much. Jackie, this is not a high degree of transparency. Yeah. Bexy, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Bexy, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mama, thank you for joining. Erica, thank you for coming in. What's up, Mama? So that happened today. How fucking ridiculous. How fucking ridiculous. How fucking ridiculous. Next, I wanted to talk about, again, Trump trying to get $230 million from the government for investigations and raids against him when he was clearly violating or breaking fucking laws or not answering subpoenas. According to Axios, Trump's multi-million-dollar request puts the DOJ integrity to the test. No, it doesn't. We already know the DOJ has no fucking integrity under the Trump administration. It's being led by Pam such and such and Todd Blanche, his former personal attorney. Yeah. The New York Times first reported yesterday the president is seeking more than $230 million in compensation. Any such settlement could ultimately be stamped by senior officials who personally defended Trump in court. Yeah. Asked Tuesday about the reporting, Trump did not deny or advance the story, but said, all I know is the federal government would owe me a lot of money. Thank you, Spider, for the Heart Me Afterlife. Thank you for the October. Bexy, thank you for the Love You So Much. Tiff D, thank you for the October. We only need 7 more of those left. We got 250 people in here, folks. Let's knock them down. This one's an easy one to knock down. Fucking easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. This shit is easy. Easy. Quad D said he would give the money to charity. Tiff D, thank you so much. Quad D said he would give the money to charity. When has Quad D given money to any charity that hasn't been his own? Are you fucking shitting me? Loving Critters, thank you so much. Yeah. Because that's what he does. Spider, thank you so much. Journey, thank you so much for coming in. Can you believe those words actually came out of his mouth? Deb, thank you so much for the October. Yeah. You're not sitting, but if you were, you would have pulled a fucking Mitch McConnell and fell. He actually said that. That does nothing to relieve the ethical headache that the situation poses, according to Claire Finkelstein, a law professor at the University of Pennsylvania and the founder of the university's Center for Ethics and the Rule of Law. Yeah. Finkelstein told Axios it's really a case that puts the entire integrity of the Justice Department to the test and could show whether there's any daylight between the Oval Office and the Justice Department. As Axios' Mark Caputo reported, there have been no internal discussions about the president's claim since his inauguration, but the president's vague comments in the Times report have reopened the conversation. The real question here is who decides if he gets this money. Daniel Weiner, he's the director of the Brennan Center's Elections and Government Program. Love the Brennan Center for Justice. Long-standing DOJ policies have always counseled to avoid situations where there might even be an appearance of a conflict of interest. The Times pointed to the Justice Department policy that Deputy Attorney General, who would be Todd Blanche, or the Associate Attorney General must approve certain claim settlements. And the Associate Attorney General is Woodward. He also represented certain fucking Trump clients and Trump in court. Yeah. Crazy. Crazy. So that's what's currently happening. Deb, thank you for the October. Yeah. So, his favorite saying, charity begins at home, right, Casey? Like, we're supposed to fucking believe that. What's up, Patty? Y'all are knocking these fucking down at a fucking tremendous rate. So now what are we going to do? Now what the fuck are we going to do? We got a party on and on up top. Should I knock that down first? Let's see if we can get the party on and on. We'll put that up for 15, 20 minutes. We need to knock that down in the gallery to keep us going. And all we have is a party on and on, Lion, Uni. Thank you, everybody that just hit that last one. What's up, Patty? Now it makes sense why he fired all those AGs and all those watchdogs. Yeah, it's always made sense. Yeah, all the fucking ethics boards, the ethics. He tried to get rid of all the... Who were all the firings he made in the middle of the night like 6 months ago? Oh, man. I'll get the specific position, but essentially they were fucking oversight. He tried to fire all of them. Tiffany, thank you so much for the popular, for a reason. It's really a case that puts the entire integrity of the Justice Department to the test and could show whether there's any daylight between the Oval Office and the Justice Department. There's not. Tiffany, thank you so much for the Go Populars. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, so that's in the store. That's in the news today too. Should I save some of this shit for tomorrow? I might save some of the Virginia Roberts shit tomorrow. That story is so intriguing. Maybe I can read some of it. Should I read some of it? Hold on. I got to make sure that I hit all of my current event topics that I wanted to hit today so far. And then I might get to some of the book. Yes, I'll get to some of it. Cheryl, thank you so much. I flinch every time I think I'm in trouble. You are not in trouble, Tiff D. Everything is backwards. It is, right? We got a lot of Tiffs in here, a lot of Tiffany's, a lot of Tiffs. I keep waking up hoping I'm dreaming. Afterlife, like I keep saying. Oh, positive news. What was the positive news? Oh, I talked about the case right now against the House of Representatives. That's positive news. For Adelita Grijalva getting sworn in, the Arizona AG filed a lawsuit. Hopefully she wins and we get Adelita Grijalva fucking sworn in. Yeah, so that was the positive story for today. What else should I fucking talk about? Alex, thank you so much for the heart me. Appreciate you. I watched Senator Jeff Merkley filibuster last night. Yeah, again, I like it as kind of a symbolic mechanism to use in Congress, but we also need action. Like, Cory Booker, awesome, but we need more. I'm not like a huge Cory Booker guy anyway. Like, I'm about activity. Keep forcing fucking Republicans' hands. Fight for that Medicaid money. Fight for that ACA subsidy money. Like, you can be on the floor for fucking 40 hours, 60 hours. The American public wants you to work. And I know they can't work because they're out of session right now, but I mean, like, force the fucking Republicans to negotiate. Force them. We're not agreeing to shit until you give us what we need. You're the majority. You need our fucking votes to get over the top. If you're not going to do the nuclear option and open the government, you're going to need to negotiate with us. Fuck it. Fuck it. Right? Thank you, Alex, so much. I appreciate that. So we got the party on and on. Negotiate. Like Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries reached out to the White House and said, we want to negotiate yesterday. Of course, Quad D said no, but these guys have each other's phone numbers. They know how to fucking get on the hard lines of the White House. They know how to get on the fucking hard lines of congressional representative's office. They know how to reach these fucking people. Negotiate. Shit, you can do everything through social media now. Fucking tell them on social media. Negotiate. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, I was just talking about that, Russ Nelson. Yeah. Could he reject it? Yeah, he could, but that wouldn't be very fucking good for him, Rosie Rob. But then they could overcome that with a 2/3 vote. So the president can fucking veto, but then he can also have that veto. They can override that veto with 2/3 votes in Congress. So he could veto it, but that's not going to do much good if like Congress members actually wanted to get passed. What do you say when MAGA is not a democracy, we're a constitutional republic? Yes, say that they are morons, Afterlife. Let them know that a constitutional republic is a form of democracy. That's what a constitutional republic is. So when they say that it's not a democracy, we're a constitutional republic, say you are a moron, and then remind them that a constitutional republic is a form of democracy. So yes, we are a democracy. The specific kind of democracy that we are is a constitutional republic. Again, a democracy. I hear that all the time. It just proves to me that people that say that are complete morons. Yeah. No, it's good. I'm not saying it's not good, Dia, but I'm saying senators and congressional members, House members and senators have more power than we do. Constitutionally, in terms of their authority. They are lawmakers. So one of the reasons that demonstrations and consumer boycotts and protests and marches are so effective for everyday citizens is that we don't have legislative power. We do through elections, but like we're not making laws. See what I'm saying? Like it's great, but we need action too in the Senate, right? I think they think Republican means Republic means Republican. Exactly. I heard that John Fetterman didn't even show up to vote. Probably not. Yeah, John Fetterman's been a huge fucking disappointment. I don't know if that's true, but he's been a huge disappointment so far, in my estimation. There's another march on November 22nd. Awesome. The turnout we had for No Kangs was awesome. Yeah. Right, Tim T? Like, Fetterman's been a huge disappointment. Like, he might as well fucking be a Republican at this point. He was like that dude in West Virginia, right? What was that fucker that just retired? I forget his name now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The fucking Congress member in West Virginia that had a D by his name but fucking voted pretty much Republican. Republican. No shopping on Black Friday, right? Yep, Manchin. Was his name Joe Manchin? Love and Critters, thank you so much. Yep, Manchin. What a fucking disappointment he was, too. Joe Manchin, yep. Terry, thank you so much. That's what Fetterman reminds me of. Also, we had one out here, too. Her name was Kirsten Sinema. Did you remember her? Ran as a progressive member of the LGBTQ plus community in Arizona to get her seat. And then as soon as she got her seat, she turned into a fucking conservative Republican and changed the party from Democratic to Independent when really she should have just been a Republican. And she was so fucking unpopular, she retired. Yeah. Oh, Pete was on Dean Live? Nice. Good for you, Pete. Yeah. Crazy fabulous. That's how Ruben Gallego fucking got elected in November in the election in which supposedly Trump won. Again, big supposedly. I don't know if we'll triple that 7 million for No Kangs. That was huge. That had been planned for a while. I don't know if we're gonna have 7 million, but maybe. We'll see how bad things get over the next month. It's getting worse and worse every week, so. Callie, thank you so much, especially November 1st when all these fucking insurance premiums go up. Watch how people react. And they no longer have healthcare insurance. Watch. I think so, Omar. Yeah, that's why I call him Quad D. Dirty Dingaling, Dementia Donnie. Yep. You can see it on Tube of the Y. Yeah, I still gotta fucking post those. I got them downloaded. I'll post yesterday's, Mondays, and today. I'll post it after this live. Keep tapping, everybody. We got one party on and on. We got some work to do in terms of our goals, so let's try to hit them. We got to get to 200,000 likes at least. Let's try to get to 250 or 300. We got to hit some fucking goals up here. Let's knock down this party on and on if we can, right above my head. I'll have it up there for about 10 more minutes if anybody wants to help. And then we'll put some other little shit up there. Speaking of little shit, thank you for the follow. Tim T, thank you for the shares. Appreciate that. Let's knock it down and let's fucking put some pumpkin patches up. Let's do everything. Let's put some cool shit up there today. And let's keep it going. All right. I think we've hit everything that I wanted to hit in terms of current events so far. Oh yeah, no end in sight in the Israel H group. Did you hear him talking about how he's going to personally fucking try to disarm H group? Yeah, good luck. No one's scared of you, bro. No one is scared of your fucking empty threats, dude. No one. No one, no one, no one, no one, no one. No one. We've got a final debate in the mayoral candidate race in NYC too. When is that? Is that tonight? We got Mom Donnie, who right now is the Democratic frontrunner. We've got Andrew Cuomo. Everybody's sick of Andrew Cuomo. He sucks. And Curtis Silva are set to make their closing arguments to New Yorkers. That's coming up tonight. Pay attention to that. I think Mom Donnie's the frontrunner. Natty Bunny, thank you so much for the greeting heart. So that should be very, very interesting. All right, let's get back to some more of this fucking book. If you don't know the book, it's called Nobody's Girl. Shit is crazy. It is about Virginia Roberts. I'm going to call her that. She is the survivor from the Schmepstein and Ghislaine Maxwell files. Let's just call her Ghislaine. I'm going to call her Schmeppies. Okay, we're going to use coded language here. I'm going to have to go Schmeppies and Ghislaine, okay? Because every time I actually say their real names, you know what happens. So everybody's going to know when I say Schmeppies, that refers to J-E. When I say maybe it's Ghislaine, you know who Ghislaine is. That's going to be G-M, okay? Everybody clear there? So I am in a chapter right now that talks about some of her experiences when she first got to Schmeppies, okay? And Ghislaine. So she's talking about some of her. Are you okay? By the way, trigger warning: if you are triggered by S trafficking of young girls, underage girls, this may not be for you. I'm warning you. There is a lot of vivid details in this book, and it basically talks about Virginia. It talks about Roberts. Yeah, I have the Kindle version, Empress. So it got delivered right away to my Kindle, and so I'm just reading it on my computer right now, but I can get it on my iPads, on my computer. It's all computer, so I've been reading it, but I really want to share some of it with you. No worries, Mama Wolf. Like, yeah, if it triggers you, I understand that. I'm not trying to do that. I just, like I said, these stories are important for us to understand, and I know we have a lot of victims in here. I want to be sensitive to your experiences. I know it's hard to talk about a lot of this stuff, but essentially, he preyed on young girls, and who knows, I don't know if it was just young girls, that's what we know about. Could have been young boys too, that were either previously victimized or poor, okay? That was with no other outlets or positive adult figures. So that was his purpose. So I'm in a chapter right now that they're talking about Jeffrey Schmeppies and how he got to these girls. So she says, at times, I even believed that he cared. He was a master manipulator who excelled at divining the desires of others. He threw what looked like a lifeline to girls who were drowning, girls who had nothing, girls who wished to be and to do better. If they wanted to be dancers, he offered dance lessons. If they aspired to be actors, he said he'd help them get roles. If he said the only thing they wanted to do was paint, he bought them canvases and introduced them to key people in the art world. And then he did his worst to them. So she's explaining what. Thank you so much, Tony Akpo. I appreciate that. When I first met Schmeppies just before my 17th birthday, again, she was 16 years old, all I wanted was to learn a skill that would give me the means to live an independent life. At least that's what I told myself. With hindsight, though, the grown-up in me can see that the teenage me also wanted something else. What Schmeppies said that first night, that I was a keeper. By now, you know how long I'd hoped to hear those words like those and to believe me I was worth keeping. And to believe I was worth keeping. Every time I went to Schmeppies' mansion in those early days, he or Ghislaine would pay me, peeling back $200 or sometimes $300 bills off the huge stack in the black duffel bag. But money was not the only thing that lured me into their twisted world. For many years, I had been schmexualized against my will and had survived by acquiescing, okay? Even as a girl on the precipice of womanhood, I was a pleaser, even when pleasing others cost me dearly. For 10 years, men had cloaked their abuse of me in a fake mantle of love. So even prior to getting to J.E., Virginia getting to Schmeppy, she was a victim of SA before. Schmeppy's and Giseline knew how to tap into that same crooked vein. The day after my quote-unquote job interview, I did as Giseline requested and returned to the pink house behind the high wall. On this, my second visit to El Brillo Way, I again followed Giseline Maxwell up to the pink stairs to a king-size bed into the room with the green massage table. Again, Schmeppy's was lying there naked. Again, Giseline walked me through the steps that a professional masseuse might follow. And again, after a few minutes, Schmeppy's, who had a thick gray head of hair and a long face that reminded some of the fashion designer Ralph Lauren and others of actors Richard Gere, rolled over the massage and turned it into, let's say, an intimate act. You may wonder why the two of them kept up the pretense of a massage lesson at all. Why didn't they take me straight to the bedroom? I think the charade was meant to keep me off balance. Hadn't I said I wanted to learn this skill, ? But also essaying me in a therapeutic setting with how Schmeppy's thought about intimacy. He would soon explain to me that he needed to, let's say, get intimate at least 3 times a day. It was a biological imperative, he said, like breathing or eating to him. It wasn't connected to any intimacy or love. It was a purely physical release. He viewed it as a procedure, one that he preferred to be performed by nubile young girls like me. That's crazy. That's crazy. My second visit to the pink house differed from the first, however, because this time Giseline and Schmeppy's formally appointed themselves as my intimacy tutors. Much like Ron Eppinger had when I was his captive, they stressed the importance of learning what men liked and said this was the beginning of my quote-unquote training period. If I performed on Schmeppy's, for example, he would tell me to slow down. You want to bring a man to that point and not just give him that point, he said. He corrected. Giseline cautioned that no man wanted a woman to talk during the experience. What's up, Tish? Asking how do you like this is okay, she said, but you should mostly be quiet. This is crazy, right? Afterward, Giseline joined Schmeppy's and me in the steam room. As Schmeppy's talked about himself, he was a successful financial manager who used his talents to benefit only the most select clients. He said Giseline ordered me to massage her feet and legs. I knelt before her and obeyed. Apparently, Schmeppy's wasn't my only responsibility. I had to meet Giseline's needs too. And then I talked about this again. This is crazy. This is where I fucking talked about. What's up, Tish? This is where I talked about the dad was more involved than we previously knew. A day later, Giseline called me at Mar-a-Lago. We need you to come again tonight. She said, her voice more curt than before. Having successfully recruited me, Giseline had turned off the charm. I said I'd be there, and a few hours later, Dad dropped me off at the house. Yeah. I'm reading Virginia Roberts' book, Nobody's Girl, about Giseline and J.E., Schmeppy's, okay? And if you know who Virginia Roberts is, just go look her up. So again, her dad was like openly dropping her off at Schmeppy's house. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? So this is the one I talked about before, in which there was an unnamed billionaire couple. It's fucking crazy. I need to really get into break it down like portion by portion. Then I told you about how they threatened her little brother that was in school with a picture. All of this shit is crazy. This is crazy. This chapter is chapter 10. It's called A Very Important Man. And so this is when she's been kind of fucking essayed for a while. The dad essay. I didn't even know that, Bexy. Well, I did because it's in the book a little bit. But yeah, it's just crazy that then he would take her to another essayer's house. I guess anything for money, right? Crazy, Bexy. So she says she turned 17 on August 9th, 2000, and used Schmeppy's money to lease and furnish a third-floor apartment in Royal Palm Beach, which was about 3 miles from Rackley Road. Who the fuck is this? I forget. She moved into the apartment with a person named Michael. Their connection was now one of mere convenience. We sometimes ate Domino's pizza on the couch together. We took care of our animals, but we didn't talk much. Michael never questioned why anybody would pay me to do a job I didn't know how to do, so he didn't fully know the extent of it at the time. From the start, Schmeppes and Ghislaine held me to my promise to be available at all times. Some days the call would come in the morning. I'd show up, perform whatever acts they wanted me to, then hang out beside his vast swimming pool when he got some work done. After a few hours, I'd usually be summoned to perform with him again. If Ghislaine was there, I was often told to attend to her as well. And then she kept all types of toys. It's fucking crazy. I know. I want to know that too, Cat Captain. Other times my phone wouldn't ring until Schmeppes was preparing to go to bed. Come over, Ghislaine would command. When I answered, he's requesting you. When that happened, I'd tell Michael I had to work. So he didn't know an emergency and head out the door. Michael didn't bat an eye. My relationship with my family, meanwhile, was both better and worse. Carrie, thank you so much for the little butterfly. My mother had confronted me early on asking what this older couple wanted with a teenage girl. I think you should be able to figure that out as a mother who had no credentials. I laid it on thick. Crowing about the doors Schmeppes had said he'd open for me. I guess I was glad she cared enough to have suspicions. But at the same time, wasn't a little late for that. Yeah, I would think so. Isn't that crazy? I knew that she couldn't save me. She never saved me before. She had a shitty mom, shitty dad. But I also wanted to believe I didn't need saving. I survived my early childhood, hadn't I? In those initial weeks with Schmeppes and Ghislaine, I told myself I could weather this too. And maybe even come out ahead. I remember my first break from servicing. The two of them came in what was probably late August when they went on a trip with two of Schmeppes' far-flung properties. Zorro Ranch was an 8,000-acre spread near Santa Fe, New Mexico. 8,000 acres. Where Schmeppes said he'd custom build a 3-level, 33,000-square-foot castle. What's up, Auntie? Thank you, Carrie. Auntie, thank you so much. What's up, Tiff? At this fucking place, there was Rocco flourishes, 10-foot-tall marble fireplaces, sculpted moldings, iron chandeliers, in addition to manicured grounds and gurgling fountains, a tennis court, a grass airstrip, and a hangar. The property had its own miniature town that housed his servants and groundskeepers. The town also had an 8-stall stable, a tack room, a firehouse, a large glassed-in kitchen garden, and even a general store. It sounded like Disneyland to me. And I told Schmeppes that. He said, wait until you see my Manhattan townhouse, he replied, and then proceeded to brag about his Upper East Side mansion, formerly a K-12 academy for well-to-do children. The 7-story, 30-room mansion at 9 East 71st Street was one of the city's largest private homes. And again, ask yourself how a dude without even a college education has all this money and influence. I'd never been to New York and knew very little about fine art. So when he told me his house sat right across from the Frick collection, it meant nothing to me. I could still read the message Schmeppes seemed determined to deliver. He was a very important man. As for Maxwell, who told us girls to call her G-Max, I got to call her Ghislaine, I was figuring out she was important too. In October 2000, she jetted off to New York to meet up with her old friend. We call him Andy, Prince Andrew, so we talked about this too. Crazy, 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 crazy. She also pointed out her friendships with other famous people. She liked to talk about how easily she could get former President Clinton on the phone. She and Schmeppes had also visited the White House together when Clinton was in office. She enjoyed repeating that once at some random event. She'd taken actor George Clooney into a bathroom and gave him an act, she said. Who knows? Whether that was true or not, we'd never know. She was less forthcoming about her upbringing, but I began to piece that together too. I remember that Schmeppes once showed me a mural she had painted of a happy-looking family sitting on a bench overlooking a pond. As a hunting party chased foxes nearby, in a hushed voice, Schmeppes said to me, this is a portrait of Ghislaine's childhood, the part she can be proud of. The youngest of 9 children, she'd been born in France but was raised in a 53-room mansion in the south of England. She held both French and British passports. Her late father, Robert Maxwell, had been a media mogul in England before he was accused of embezzlement and then found unalived, perhaps by unaliving himself, after falling off his yacht in the Canary Islands. Who knows? That's the story. Everybody tap that screen, share that live. We got a party on and on. We're going to change that, though, in a few minutes once we get to 150,000. If you want to help knock it down, amazing. That would help us out. If anybody... Oh, I got to change this goal. If you'd rather make a contribution, VMOC app, you know how you do that. That is in the link tree in the bio. All right, let me change this real quick. But we do need a party on and on in the gallery. So I put that up for now. But anyway, we're doing great. Collect with Kim, thank you so much. That was 9 years before I met Giseline, but his unaliving clearly haunted her, okay? In happier days, she had been his favorite child. He named the yacht he was sailing when he unalived the lady Giseline. I gathered that she met Schmeppes not long before her father passed, and I suspected that has something to do with their connection, okay? They usually slept in separate bedrooms. They rarely kissed or held hands. It seemed to me that Giseline and Schmeppes lived in complete connection. So anyway, I talked about that too. All his background. I like to get into the nitty gritty. Oh man, it's just crazy. Like, this guy was meticulous even in his essay. It was fucking wild. Wild. So crazy. All this shit about Prince Andrew. The crazy thing is, I don't think I can search things yet. Oh, I can. Oh, shit. Sorry, folks. Just knocked over my phone. Apologies. Apologies. Apologies.
Why are you knocking down your phone? Huh?
So I could get to some of the parts. Hold on one second. No, I just hit it with my hand. Nice picture, Maggie, of the teeth. I like it. No, I just knocked over the phone. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Did I hurt you? Sorry. Did I hurt your eyes? Did I hurt your ears? Thank you, Moonchild. Leah, thank you so much for the heartbeat. Y'all are doing amazing. So Quad D is mentioned a few times in here, which is pretty crazy. You want me to get to some of those parts? I can get to some of those parts too. Because I know y'all want to hear that. Okay, cool. I didn't mean to scare you. I apologize. Okay. I think I got to some of these. So, as for Giseline, who told us all girls to call her Giseline, I was figuring out she was important too. Okay, she jetted off to New York to meet up with her old friend Andrew, Queen Elizabeth II's second-born son. On Halloween, along with other guests that included, you guessed it, Quad D and Melania Trump, Giseline and Prince Andrew attended a party hosted by German supermodel Heidi Klum at the Hudson, a swank hotel. So, here's one introduction. Is a conspiracy? Why do you knock your phone over? I didn't mean to. I apologize on that one. So she first started well, she already kind of knew that connection because her dad worked at Mar-a-Lago, obviously. She talks about further fucking instances with him in the picture too. Okay, fuck, there's more articles too. This shit is fucking crazy. This whole fucking thing is crazy. Somebody mentioned Senator George Mitchell, too. Several days later, she's now talking about some of the stories that started coming out about her and the connections to Schmeppes and Giseline. The Daily Mail published a second story based on my interviews with Churcher. The headline, Teenage Girl Recruited by J.E. reveals how she twice met Bill Clinton. Right away, the article noted that I had never been lent out to the former president, but I guess the Mail found it newsworthy simply that I'd witnessed Schmeppes and Clinton together. Jeffrey had told me that they were good friends. I'm quoted as saying, I asked how come, and he laughed, and he said he owes me some favors. The story also named other well-known acquaintances of Schmeppes, including Senator George Mitchell, then President Obama's Middle East peace envoy, Ehud Barak, then Israel's defense secretary. His spokesman confirmed to Churcher that Barak did attend several small functions at Mr. Schmeppes' home in New York. Not Barack Obama. Ehud Barak, okay, in New York. The story also mentioned that I met Al and Tipper Gore while in the Schmeppes company, as well as Naomi Campbell and Donald Trump. The article was something of a grab bag of random facts, but it featured some of the portraits Churcher's photographer had taken of me next to a stock photo of Clinton. So she's just, the post is now down. I don't know what that means. What post? Divided no more. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What post are you referring to? Smash those likes, everybody. Tap that screen. I'm going to fucking change this goal up real quick. Let's get everybody in here. Let's knock down these goals so we get pushed out in the algorithm. I'm going to do some good afternoons, okay? Knock these down. Let's continue to hit these goals, folks. We're doing amazing. Read my comment above. I can't. I tried to, Jackie. Your comment was probably blocked because I don't see one. Yeah, so you might have tried to push it through. You might have even sent it through, and I can't read it, Jackie. So I apologize. You might have to reword it. Yeah. Thank you so much, Deb. I appreciate that. So after the two Daily Mail stories ran on March 9, 2011, Ghislaine issued a statement through her publicist denying the various allegations about her that have appeared recently in the media. Captain, thank you, Deb. Thank you. The statement called the allegations abhorrent and entirely untrue. Schmeppies remain silent. But yeah, there are a few things about him. Not too much. Not too much about him. This is an interesting one, though. B, thank you so much. So, this is an interesting one. Talks about when Schmepstein first starts getting busted. Says only later would become clear that Schmeppies had been shunned by at least one powerful person he previously wooed. Donald Trump. In their 2020 book called The Grifters Club, Quad D, Mar-a-Lago, and the Selling of the Presidency, journalists Sarah Blasky, Nicholas Nahamis, Caitlin Ostroff, and Jay Weaver reported that the Quad D ended Schmepstein's membership at Mar-a-Lago and banned him from visiting in October 2007, which we now know is not true, after Schmepstein hit on a teenage daughter of another member, which we know is not true because Trump fucking told us that's not why he fucking banned Schmeppies from the Mar-a-Lago resort. It was because he fucking took Virginia Roberts. That was a month after Schmeppies had entered into a secret non-prosecution agreement with the government, but 8 months before he made a plea deal. So we know that that's not true because Trump fucking told us. The whole reason that he fucking kicked Schmeppies out of the club is because he was stealing employees, is what he said. Stealing employees. So that's kind of like the only stuff about Quad D in here. It's basically about how predatory, manipulative Ghislaine and Schmeppies are. Thank you, Obstinate. I appreciate that. Everybody on that goal, thank you so much. I appreciate that. We're just going to continue to hit like random things if we can. I'm going to break down specifics. Sometimes I'm a little afraid to talk about what's in the book because of how I keep getting limited when I say certain things on the book. So I'm going to pick and choose what I read like tomorrow. I'll go through and highlight some portions. Arlene, thank you for the good afternoon. Win, Arlene. I put the new Starlight up top as the goal. We're going to keep it fucking crispy in here. So what I'll do is I'll continue to go through it. I'm really being careful because when I read portions of the book before it was released from that Guardian article, I got restrictions on me twice. So I'm trying to like make sure that I read things that are not, just give you some insight on Ghislaine and Schmeppies and some of the tactics that they use. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, I don't give a fuck. Y'all are awesome. Drop that Patty sticker. Win, I don't give a fuck. Win, Arlene in the chat. Win, Sociology. Win, Cat Captain. Keep knocking on those starlights. I love those so much. I might just keep that for a while. Tiffany, thank you so much for the starlight. Compass, I love those. My book will be here in... When will it be here, Pitt? Deb, thank you for the starlight. Y'all are doing incredible in here. We're going to get to 200,000 Friday. Gotcha. Yeah, you're going to find it interesting. I have noticed, has anybody noticed with other... Have you noticed with other... Thank you, Arlene. I appreciate that. Have you noticed with other creators that we are getting more restrictions and flagged more than ever? I am noticing that. Thank you so much, Not That Jax. So I'm trying to be very careful. Thank you, Arlene. Y'all are fucking crazy. Y'all are incredible. Yes. So I'm not the only one. So I'm trying to be very careful about which chapters I pick out. But maybe I'll pick this one out. I don't know. I'll read this one out. This is fucking crazy. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to do that goal again. This chapter is called The Point of No Return. It's about an interview with ABC she did about her essay experiences with Schmeppies. It gives some of her family background, but I am going to break down some of her interview and what she revealed about J.E. and Ghislaine. So I'll do that next. I'm going to do this little starlight compass again because I really like this one. So we're going to do like 11 of these. We're going to keep it going. If you could keep helping out with these, amazing. Also, we only got a couple. Oh, you know what? We got a couple things left in the gallery too. Check those out if you're feeling frisky. We're going to keep this thing going. I will be back tonight. I might be back a little later tonight because if you just missed it, Coach Sean and I are babysitting our granddaughter. She's a little 3-year-old cutie. And this is the first time she's ever been away from our daughter and her father. They went on a little brief trip until the weekend. And so she's going to go to bed around 8:30. So I'll probably be back tonight. But a little bit later just because she's going to be here while she's up. I'm trying to help, Coach Sean and I are both kind of going to watch her. So she's a lot of work at 3. She's a very sweet little kid. But she's going to take all of our energy and attention. So I might be back at like 8:30 Arizona time. Captain, thank you so much for the starlight. I appreciate that. So we'll see. Maybe 7:30, maybe a little bit later than normal, but I'll be back. Thank you, Captain, for the starlight. Zodiac wheels are great. Cosmic whatevers are great too. Those are cool too. Those help us get pushed out too. I'm in some fucking sort of contest where these starlights and zodiac wheels and cosmic whatevers give us more points. So keep those in mind. I appreciate you. So Kirsten, thank you so much. So I will be back. So anyway, she says in April 2015, 2 important things happened, both of them frustrating. On April 7th, Judge Kenneth Mara, who was the judge presiding in one of the cases against Schmeppes, ruled that I could not join as a Jane Doe 3 and Ghislaine because my filing was duplicative of the existing lawsuit. Moreover, Mara ruled that my allegations, this might have been the Prince Andrew suit, my allegations about Prince Andrew and others should be struck from the record. At this juncture in the proceedings, these lurid details are unnecessary, Mara wrote. While he made no ruling about the veracity of my allegations, Mara said the factual details regarding with whom and where I have been forced to be intimate were immaterial and impertinent. I don't know about that. Captain, thank you so much. However, he noted that I might yet appear as a witness in the case. Brad and I released a statement that said my legal team absolutely respected the judge's ruling. I'm happy to get to participate in this important case. The statement quoted me as saying, but I was disappointed. Thank you, Captain. Thank you, Maddie. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Sociology. Thank you. I appreciate it. That disappointment evaporated, though, when Brad and Siggy brought me good news. For months, they've been putting out feelers to get all the major TV networks gauging whether they wanted to interview me. Everyone had said yes. I was finally going to get to tell my own story. Captain, thank you for that beautiful Starlight Scepter. I love that one. I don't give a fuck. Thank you so much for the star. Drop that Captain sticker. I don't give a fuck. Thank you so much for the Starlight Compass. This is crazy. So, I was finally going to tell my own story to a news organization that was held in high esteem. We weighed our options, and in the end, we chose ABC. I was a fan of the anchor Amy Robach, and her producer Jim Hill was a top-notch investigative reporter. When the interview date was set, Robbie and I decided he would stay in Colorado and the kids would come with me. She now has a family and kids, okay? So that's what we're talking about, Robbie, her husband. I wanted them to understand why Mommy was always either on the phone or too often leaving on a plane. The 4 of us flew to New York City from Denver, and the next day, ABC hired 2 nannies to take Alex, Tyler, and Ellie to the Central Park Zoo. Shout out Central Park. Maddie, thank you for the level up, Sparks. While I got prepped in a suite at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel on the Central Park South. Sitting in that elegant room, getting wired with a microphone, I was excited. This could be a game changer. I was eager to talk about how the U.S. government had looked the other way when it came to Schmeppes and Ghislaine's crimes. I wanted to describe the anger and betrayal I felt that all the Ghislaine and Schmepstein's victims felt. After years of seeing the media as my enemy, I wanted to believe that the media could also help our cause. And you can probably guess what's happening. Congratulations on the level up, too. I appreciate you so much. What's up, Anthony? Yeah, so this is crazy. Robach and I took our seats and the interview began. I felt immediately at ease. Robach was prepared. Her tone signaled to me that she was after the truth. This is a story about a guy who's still walking around New York City free as a bird, who's done all the atrocious things to me and to so many. I remember telling her, loving critters, thank you so much for the Starlight Compass. And we've never got any kind of justice. Robach asked, what about the fact that Schmeppes had admitted that he procured girls for prostitution in Florida? I don't count that as justice, I said. I don't think labeling those minor girls prostitutes, then him getting only 13 months in jail, with him leaving the jail every day, is justice. Do you? For probably 90 minutes, I told Robach everything I knew about how Schmeppes and Ghislaine had organized their trafficking ring. I told her the names of several men I'd been trafficked to. Yeah. I wept a few times when she asked me to go into detail about specific incidents of SA, but that was okay. I felt as if I spoke from the heart. When the interview concluded, there was a celebratory feeling in the room. People from the network told Brad and Siggy it had gone great. A segment from the interview would air on Good Morning America, we were told, and then the rest would appear on one of the network's longer format shows. I felt relieved and proud when I reunited with my kids that night. I told them, your mom did a good job today. But then the waiting began. You can guess what happened. We were strung along for weeks with no explanation for the delay. Finally, someone from the network told my legal team that because I told Robach about being trafficked to Prince Andrew, the network had to reach out to Buckingham Palace and an attorney for Schmeppes. Why that was causing such delays was unclear. Imagine giving up your fucking heart and soul and having to relive all that trauma. And then ABC says, we can't run it yet because Prince Andrew's in a story and we got to reach out to the fucking royal family to clear this. And an attorney for Schmeppes. What the fuck is the point of having the interview? He only slept in a prison. Oh, I know, that sweetheart deal. I read up on it. I definitely read up on it. Simple Life, thank you so much. Robach and her producer were outraged. So it wasn't on Robach, it was on ABC. For whatever reason, ABC never aired the interview. That was her experience. What's up, Simple Life? They never aired the fucking interview. So it shows you how deep this shit runs, too. I've been defeated once again by the people I was trying to speak out against. I couldn't help but wonder if a media giant like ABC could be shut down in its attempts to reveal the truth. Was there any hope for survivors like me? Yeah, so she revealed all this information. Other powerful men released the fucking files. Oh yeah, Red Lag, they still have it, of course. You think they're going to let it go now? Especially with Trump threatening to fucking sue every fucking news station? They're not going to put it out now. So they've got a fucking interview about her detailing how Schmeppes and Ghislaine organized their trafficking ring. She also told Robach at ABC the specific names of several men she'd been trafficked to. So here she is trying to get her story out to the public, and they won't even fucking air the story. Just one of the chapters I found fucking very interesting. Not really, because I said, how deep do you think this shit actually runs? It's way beyond Prince Andrew, obviously. We already know there's at least 6 billionaires in these files. At least 6. It's crazy. Thank you, Simple Life. So once you start reading this fucking book, you're going to be like, this shit runs very deep. I'll read some more of this too. This is chapter 29. This is later in the book. I ran a little bit of family background, then I started reading the later chapters. Oh, totally, Stormy. And how many fucking media moguls do you think and businessmen? Again, at least 6 billionaires are in these files. Crazy. What's up, Julie? It's called Nobody's Girl, David read. You can get it on Bezos' site. You can get it on B&N Noble. Release the Files is right. 7 more Starlight Compasses. I'm going to continue with a couple more chapters. This one is called Chapter 29, I solemnly swear. For me, the year was 2016. It would be the year of the deposition. As a part of my defamation case against Ghislaine, my lawyers would depose her twice in 2016. Remember, Ghislaine is like one of the biggest fucking liars in the history of the fucking world. Like, she is a liar, a deceiver, a manipulator. That's what her role was. Her lawyers would depose me twice, both times in Denver. In 2016, many people I'd known when I was in Schmeppes' orbit would be deposed. My mother, my father, my former boyfriends, Michael and Tony, another Schmeppstein survivor, Johanna Soderberg, Juan Alessi, Schmeppstein's house manager in Palm Beach, and of course, Schmeppes himself. No, we're never going to see the full files. I don't think so. What's up, Antonio Burke? 7 more Starlight Scepters up top. Anybody wants to help out, I appreciate it. What is it like to be deposed? No matter the subject matter, it's grueling. As you can imagine, when the questioning revolves around years of SA, it is especially painful. During one deposition, I would become so agitated when we took a brief break, I went to the restroom and threw up. Cat Captain, thank you so much for the starlight. Win Cat Captain in the chat. Win Cat Captain again. Thank you, Cat. Drop that Cat Captain sticker. Win Cat Captain. Amazing. Appreciate you so much. In that same deposition, I would flinch as a lawyer flung photos of my children on the table in front of me, as close to a mafia-style intimidation tactic as I'd ever seen. The lawyer claimed to be making a point about my use of Facebook and how I couldn't be in fear for my life, as I claimed if I posted pictures of my kids there. Well, it wasn't related to any of this. So, what? Crazy. Maybe it's because the lawyer's behavior brought Schmeppy's to mind the memory of him tossing that photo of Sky Dye on his desk, telling me never to go to the police, had never left me. I interpreted this brazen display of my baby's faces as a direct threat. Please don't hear this as a plea for sympathy. No one ever promised me that challenging my essayers would be easy. I had chosen to take these vile people on, and I always knew what that would mean. It would mean an uphill fight. Okay? I was still talking to my psychologist, Judith Lightfoot, every Monday on the phone. In addition to recommending meditation and breathing exercises, she was encouraging me to speak out, saying she thought that the more vocal I became, the stronger I would feel. Kathy, thank you so much for the starlight. Still, this would be a hugely tiring year. Between the depositions I gave, the depositions I witnessed, I traveled from Australia to the United States and back 4 times in 2016. Robbie's parents, her husband, were living with us, which was the only way my absences were possible. Nona, that would be Robbie's mother, ferried the kids to and from school, and Nona is the grandmother, cooked and kept the house tidy while Robbie did his shifts at the hospital. But what really wore me out were the emotions all this stirred up. In her deposition, which I did not attend, my mother was asked why I stopped working at Mar-a-Lago. She said she didn't know anything about it, but that my father had told her that I was being educated by Ghislaine. Again, how the fuck is this father not charged with anything? Her father actually told her that she was going to be educated by Ghislaine, who mom described as my quote-unquote new mama. Like, I don't know how this girl's parents aren't in fucking jail right now. In his deposition, my father said that when he met Schmeppy's at his house, that the assayer seemed just fine to me. I mean, you can't tell people by looking at them. You might be able to tell something by somebody that's requesting underage girls be dropped off at their house with no adult supervision. But then my dad added he didn't like my then boyfriend, Michael. Of course, what parents cares for your daughter's boyfriend? I didn't think anybody was good enough for my daughter, but that's just me. But yet you were dropping your daughter off at a strange man's house that you didn't know. And she was 16 at the time. Yeah. Both my parents' testimony revealed that, as usual, they were driven by a desire to protect themselves. That wasn't news, but it was still painful for me to read. Yeah, her dad didn't give a fuck about her. Her mom didn't give a fuck about her, which is why she was vulnerable and why Ghislaine and Schmeppy's fucking targeted her, right? Yeah, it's disgusting. Soderbergh's deposition, she is another survivor, transcript was easier to digest because she confirmed what I had experienced. She described how Ghislaine approached her on the main campus of Palm Beach Atlantic University, where she was a 21-year-old student. Patty, thank you so much for the starlight. Maxwell, Ghislaine said she was looking to hire someone for $20 an hour to answer phones, get beverages, and help around the house. She compared the job to that of a butler, but she said butlers were too stuffy. Soderbergh accompanied Ghislaine to Schmeppy's mansion and did as she asked. But the next time Ghislaine asked her to come, Soderbergh was told she would be making hundreds of dollars an hour rubbing feet. Soderbergh, who was said her relationship with Schmeppy's was platonic at first, but that later he pressured her into being intimate, also traveled to Little St. James. She remembered her and me massaging Schmeppy's together on the beach there. Trigger warning again, trigger warning, okay? I just want to tell everybody I'm reading Virginia Roberts' chapters of her book, later chapters in her book, which describe depositions, describe the media preventing her interviews from being fucking aired because of powerful men that were in them. That's what I'm talking about right now. Thank you, Rob. Rob with the $10 Vimo. He said Moonchild is beautiful. Shout out to Moonchild there. Charmin, thank you so much. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate that. 75 left on the go. Y'all are awesome. Thank you, Charmin, on the Starlight Compass. I appreciate it. So, We are continuing to read about now another survivor's experience. She recalled the night in Schmeppy's Manhattan townhouse when Ghislaine gave Prince Andrew the puppet that resembled him and then the puppet's hand on my chest. Quote unquote, did Ghislaine ever share with you whether it bothered her that Schmeppy's had so many girls around? Siggy asked Soderbergh. No. Actually, the opposite. She let me know that she would not be able to please him as much as he needed, and that is why there were so many other girls around. She also confirmed that Ghislaine always said she wasn't bothered by how many girls Schmeppy's slept with. She described Schmeppy's once requested that she bring a female friend of hers, a physical trainer, to his house. When the friend of Soderbergh's arrived, Schmeppy's asked the woman, you see that girl over there laying by the pool? I just took her virginity, he said. Soderbergh said her friend was mortified by Schmeppy's boasting. Yeah, this is a sick fucking person. Yeah, he's a monster. Thank you so much, Yazi, for the roses. Brooklyn, thank you so much. Trigger warning, everybody. I am reading chapters from Nobody's Girl. I'm probably going to stop after this chapter for the day. We're almost at 200,000 likes, everybody. Smash those likes. Tap that screen. We're almost at 200,000. We need one more Starlight Scepter. What's up, Loretta? I'm so happy to hear that you're recovering from your surgery. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. But me, when I read this account, all I could think of is, yep, that's Schmeppy's to a T. I couldn't attend all these depositions. I've been away from the kids enough as it was, but there was one deposition that I knew I needed to be there for. Tony Figueroa. Thank you, Journey. Yasi, thank you so much for the autumns. I hadn't spoken to Tony since I was in Thailand, so I wasn't sure what he'd say. He knew so much that could confirm what I've been through. But I know Tony was upset by my disappearance from his life 14 years before. The deposition had been scheduled by Ghislaine's lawyers. Why would they seek out Tony, my lawyers wondered, unless they thought he'd give testimony that would help their client and hurt me? Brad, when I say these names like Brad, and I think the other one is Siggy, that's like legal representation, lawyers, okay? Brad had a preliminary call with Tony who gave me an earful. Tony said I ditched him, embarrassed him, and left him in an apartment whose rent he couldn't afford. When Brad told Tony all we needed was for him to tell the truth, Tony replied, I'm not doing shit until I talk to Virginia. I need some explanation about why she fucked me over. So this was somebody she knew while she was being essayed during her time in Florida, New York. 2 days before his deposition, I dialed Tony's number. When he answered, I told him I was sorry for the way our relationship had ended in 2002, but also for causing him to be dragged into this mess in 2016. I knew he was trying to live his life, I said, and I understood it was no fun to rehash our difficult history because we once tried to break free together to make life outside of Schmeppy's orbit. So he was somebody that was also taken advantage of by Schmeppy's and Maxwell. I knew Tony felt abandoned. On the phone, I acknowledged that we'd been kids together. I said I didn't want to cause him pain, not now, not then. Tony and I, 48 hours later, Brad and I headed to Florida law office for the deposition. Tony and I said hello in the hallway, but he was nervous and looked away. I wasn't sure how this was going to go. I needn't have worried, though. Under questioning from Ghislaine's lawyer, Tony recalled that while we were living together, I traveled with Schmeppy's 2 weeks per month or so. He confirmed that I told him I was forced to be intimate with Schmeppy's, Maxwell, and their friends, so he came through. He remembered me talking about being forced to recruit other girls about the Schmeck's toys Schmeppy's and Ghislaine liked to use on victims. He also recalled that when I tried to leave Schmeppy's behind, I relished the freedom. Like she did not want to go back there, he said. Asked what I was trying to get away from, he said to stop being used and abused. Tony remembered me saying I've been forced to be intimate with Prince Andrew. He also described worrying about my safety while I was in London. One more Starlight compass up top, by the way. We're over 205,000. This will probably be the last chapter I read. It's crazy. When asked why he responded just the way she was talking to me, like she just sounded scared, he recalled that when I returned from the trip, he saw the photograph of Prince Andrew with his arm around me. And he remembered that after I escaped, Ghislaine called him and asked him if he could find other girls for Schmeppy's. She just said, hi, this is Ghislaine. Schmeppy's was wondering if you had anybody that can come over, Tony said. So Tony was being used as a pawn, too, to try to get new girls into the orbit of Schmeppy's and Ghislaine. We're just going to do a couple cool fucking Zodiac wheels. I don't know. Maybe we see them. Maybe we don't. They're cool as fuck. I don't know how long they'll be here. Tap and clap, everybody. 2 Zodiac wheels up top, by the way. But the most poignant part of the deposition for me was when Ghislaine's attorney asked Tony if we'd seen each other since I told him goodbye in 2002. Nope, he said. His face looked truly sad. It didn't feel real, he said. Congratulations, Valerie, on joining the fam club. Thank you so much for the heart me. Appreciate you. I was sitting across the table from him. It's like talking to a ghost or seeing one, he said. Later, Brad said he thought Tony simply needed to see me to put our unresolved breakup behind him. I hoped Brad was right. The most important person my lawyers needed to question under oath, of course, was Ghislaine. A first deposition was scheduled, but what had happened? Ghislaine had avoided being deposed before. Thank you so much for the populars, Valerie. In 2010, for example, Brad had served Ghislaine with subpoena related to one of the cases. Just hours before it was due to start, Ghislaine's lawyer called to say that she was leaving the country with no plans to return because her mother was ill. Convenient timing. Weeks later, though, Ghislaine was back on American soil as one of 400 guests at Chelsea Clinton's July 31st wedding in Rhinebeck, New York. Still, Brad's deposition never took place. Now, 6 years later, Brad was looking forward to finally putting Ghislaine in the hot seat at one of the law offices in Manhattan. Less than 24 hours before, Ghislaine's lawyers challenged what's known as a pro hac vice, a temporary grant of permission for Paul Castle and Brad, who are licensed to practice in Florida, to represent me, their client, in New York. The judge ruled that Siggy would be the one questioning Ghislaine. This was an unexpected curveball. Pro hacs, as these requests for temporary permissions are known, are rarely challenged. Siggy was counsel of record and been working day and night on my case, including helping Brad prepare for the deposition. But still, she told me it's different when you're the one in the box. Yeah. What's up, Lori? What's up, Galena? Don't worry, Sig. Ghislaine is going to take the fifth anyway, Brad predicted. I mean, we know all the crimes she's committed. There's no way she cannot take the fifth. Still, just to be safe, Siggy stayed up all night preparing two things: a lengthy list of questions she didn't expect to get answers to, and a strategy to deal with the master manipulator she knew Ghislaine to be. The deposition began after 9 a.m. on April 22nd, 2016. After Ghislaine was sworn in, Siggy asked her to state her address and her date of birth. Then Superwoman asked her first substantive question: when did you first recruit a female to work for Mr. Schmeppy's? Ghislaine acted confused. I don't understand what you mean by female, she said. I don't understand what you mean by recruit. So now we're going to start playing dumb, right? Obstinate, thank you for the pumpkins. I appreciate that so much. We put 2 Zodiac wheels up top. If anybody's interested in helping us out, that would be awesome. Those do help us get pushed out of the algorithm. We got about 300 people in here. We're reading Virginia Roberts' portions of her book called Nobody's Girl, which was released. She was probably the most famous survivor that came forward. Crazy, 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 crazy. So now Ghislaine is acting dumb for the deposition. Siggy didn't blink. Are you a female, she asked. Maxwell said yes. Then Siggy repeated her question. It would take several back and forths before Ghislaine finally said she'd first hired a woman who was 40 or 50 years old to work for Schmeppy's probably in 1992. This was going to be slow going, it seemed, but that was all right because amazingly, Ghislaine wasn't taking the fifth. Did you ever hire someone who was under the age of 18, Siggy asked. Never. So now she's already lying. Did you invite Virginia, I'm going to say Roberts because I can't say the name, to come to Jeffrey Schmeppy's home when she was under the age of 18, Siggy continued. Ghislaine shot back. Virginia Roberts held herself out as a masseuse and invited herself to come and give a massage. Well, somebody would have had to let her in. Somebody would have had to let her in. Thank you, Yazi. I appreciate that. Siggy repeated her question word for word, which prompted Ghislaine to quibble. Again, I did not invite Virginia Roberts. She came as a masseuse. And so it went on for hours. Ghislaine said she didn't recall meeting me at Mar-a-Lago. Okay. And denied participating in that first massage. Okay. Again, she was convicted of all of this. Or that she recruited me to Jeffrey Schmeppy's at all. In fact, she denied ever giving a massage in my presence. Siggy forged ahead. She began noticing that Ghislaine got agitated every time she looked down at her notes, ignoring Ghislaine. She continued, not making eye contact, getting underneath Ghislaine's skin. Have you heard Schmeppy's ever use the phrase, the younger the better, she asked. Ghislaine said she had no such recollection, and she called me just an awful fantasist. Okay. When Ghislaine didn't want to answer something, she was dismissive. Let's move on, she demanded at one point. Haughty as ever. Siggy remained calm. I'm in charge of the deposition, Siggy said. I say when we move on and when we don't. I love this. When Siggy asked, did you have a basket of intimate toys that you kept in the Palm Beach house? Ghislaine said, first of all, what do you mean? In response, Siggy repeated the question. She would soon have to repeat it again and then again and then again. Ghislaine kept issuing denials and asking Siggy to define even simple words. Puppet, party, school, regularly, the list went on and on. I never ever at any single time, at any point at all, participated in anything with Virginia and Schmeppies, Ghislaine said. I barely would remember her if not for all this rubbish. So just straight up fucking lies. Yeah. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Over and over again, when she asked Ghislaine if she was aware of some specific detail in the case, Ghislaine was non-responsive, saying, I am aware that Virginia has lied repeatedly. Lori, thank you so much for the $10 Vimo. Thanks for all you do. Thank you so much. Amazing. Everybody, 25 dubs in the chat for Lori. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Lori. That's Galena Lori. Thank you, Lori. Win Lori in the chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Crazy, 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 crazy. There were signs that Ghislaine was starting to crack. You are trying to trap me. I will not be trapped, she said to Siggy. Ghislaine denied being able to recall flying on Schmeppy's plane with me, and then, when given flight logs that listed her initials next to mine, protested, how do you know the GM is me? Well, what other GM is there? What other GM would there be? After Siggy asked Maxwell if she had ever taken photos of naked or semi-naked girls at Schmeppy's homes, Ghislaine snapped. I know where you're headed with this, and it's nowhere appropriate. Siggy held her ground again. I'm not heading anywhere. I'm asking questions. This is crazy. After a lunch break, the tightly controlled Maxwell finally lost her temper. She repeated that she didn't remember meeting me at Mar-a-Lago, prompting Siggy to ask, are you saying that it was an obvious lie that you approached Virginia while she was underage at Mar-a-Lago? Ghislaine's lawyers objected, but her client went off. She was particularly worked up about me getting my age wrong in my first civil suit against Schmeppy's way back in 2009. As I've explained, when I said I was 15 when I met her, I was actually 16, she said. It had been an honest mistake, but Ghislaine described it as a lie that was perpetuated between all of you to make the story more exciting. I mean, she was underage either way, right? Can we agree on that? She bellowed. That's not my question, Siggy responded. She kept going. Now she began to slam her fists on the table. Can we agree she was not the age she said and you put her in the press? That is obviously slam, manifestly slam, absolutely slam, totally a lie. I mean, that's kind of crazy. Apparently, Ghislaine was a fearsome sight as she pounded the table. The court reporter, a usually unflappable woman whom Siggy had known for years, looked more terrified than Siggy had ever seen her. But Siggy... Thank you, Cat Captain. Appreciate you. Keep up the great information. Win Cat Captain in the chat. Thank you, Cat. I appreciate you so much. We're doing fucking great on this goal, too. By the way, we got 2 Zodiac wheels up top. If anybody is interested in a Zodiac wheel, drop it like it's hot. Who do we have in here? We got a DJ. What up, DJ?
Half African night.
What's going on?
What's going on?
You just saying what's up? What's good? How's your show?
My show was so good. It was so good.
Happy birthday, by the way. I saw you had a birthday.
Yeah, mine was actually on Sunday. So I'm doing the whole birthday week because, you know, I'm a Libra and that's how we do.
I like it.
We celebrate the whole month.
I like it.
Okay, so this is what happened to me. Listen what happened. I had a battle on Sunday and it was my first one ever and I had 99 problems. Like,
did you?
But a B wasn't one.
I like it. How'd you do?
I did really well, actually.
Good.
Will you try one with me?
Sure. We're gonna battle Stormy. Stormy is in our agency. She's awesome. She's a DJ. We usually don't do battles in the day, but we'll make an exception for her because she's awesome. And she plays
just for me, really quick.
Okay.
I just want to make sure because I have one at 5 with the DJ who introduced me to TikTok, and we're doing all 90s hip R&B battle.
Awesome.
And if it doesn't work, then everybody's not gonna come.
All right, everybody. We got enough people in here to give her a little battle, maybe. So y'all know what it is. We're gonna do one quick one with Stormy. She's awesome. Let's just have some fun. Let's see. She's got like 600 people over there, so she got a team.
It's only like 500. It's only like 500.
Don't downplay her. We only got about 300 in here, so we'll see what happens. Okay.
Well, we are with the same agency, so it's all good.
It is.
Let's do this. I'm gonna play Uptown Funk. In our background.
All right, cool.
Let's go.
All right, folks.
Let's see how this goes.
Y'all know what to do.
Yes, you have 4 wins.
Everybody first. I can't even jump in here. Hold on.
First gift.
That's crazy.
I don't know what to read this. First gift.
It's
30
not
seconds.
allowing me to mute. First gift is word triples, folks. I don't know why it's not letting me to
3
fucking
times
turn
gifting
her
points
sound
for
off.
each first gift.
First gift is word triples.
Okay, first gift.
30 seconds.
Times 3.
Zodiac
Right
wheel.
now. It's
He
times
don't have
3.
first one, folks. He don't
Right
have
now
first
it's
one.
times 3. Times 3. Gail, thank
Crystal
you.
Brown
Lisa.
tip. Thank you so much.
AC, first gift times 3. Times 3. Dang, your team is
Calypso,
good.
thank you so much. Y'all are doing awesome.
Stephanie,
It's not allowing
Gail.
me to mute the opponent.
Gail,
It's
thank
crazy.
you. We have 14 seconds for times
All right,
3.
everybody,
14
y'all are
seconds.
doing great.
Christina.
Doing great. Captain, thank you so
Christina,
much.
hand hearts. I see you. I see you.
Mute
First
us.
gift, 9 seconds times 3. Times
Thank
3.
you.
Times
First
3.
gift worth three
You are
triples.
amazing over there. Timo.
All right, when we get
Yes,
doubles,
let's go.
when
Let's
we
go.
get
Yes,
doubles,
come on,
folks.
team. Come on, team.
All right, we're tied right now.
Gail,
We get
Gail,
doubles,
let's
small
go,
gifts and the
Don.
doubles. Journey, thank you so much.
Come on,
Definitely
Don.
try to hit some
Oh my
Zodiac
goodness,
wheels,
Gail,
party
thank
on
you.
out, whatever
Black
you got,
51.
let's do
Gail,
that.
let's go. Miss, I will
Everybody,
make
ice for
it.
now. Ice.
Hey, Kitty, mindset. Oh my goodness, we are so
Ice.
close.
So
We are
rocking over
so
the galaxy
close.
right now. Ice.
Gail, thank you for bringing
All right,
that.
bonus
Hey,
mission, folks.
hey,
Bonus.
hey.
I don't know why the
Oh,
fuck I
bonus
can't
mission in
read.
50 seconds.
Crazy.
Bonus mission 50 seconds. Slim,
This is
thank you so
crazy.
much for Cleopatra.
Everybody,
Plus 51.
ice. Ice for now.
Hey,
Thank you so much.
Let's go, Gail.
Obstinate, thank you. Patty, wait on that, Patty. Thank you for the crystal
Oh
crown.
my
Patty,
goodness, thank you for the
wait
hit
until
from
we
Hearts
get to the
Jose.
bonus mission, okay?
Jose, thank you
Anything
for
over
Gail.
1,000, wait for the
Oh,
bonus
the
mission.
storm the DJ. You guys
Gifting
are so
target is
close.
40 points, so we need
AC
2
with
donuts.
the manifesting
Two
slim.
donuts. Anybody in there? Hard to read.
Let's go.
All right,
Thank you for the
everybody. When this
Cleopatra.
timer starts,
Gail.
everything is triple. So Zodiac Wheel, Cosmic,
Hallelujah.
everybody
Woo.
heat right now. If you got
Hallelujah.
heat for the next
Okay,
55
times 3,
seconds,
times 3 right now,
rock the
times
heat
3.
right now.
Oh my
3
goodness, I'm out of
times the
breath.
point. You
52
got a
seconds,
Zodiac
times
Wheel,
3. Everything
you
is
got a
times
Cosmic,
3.
if
Gail,
you
that's
got
what
a
I'm
party
talking
on the
about.
nine,
Let's
you
go,
want to
Gail.
throw it now, folks, okay? Goal
Don't
is the
believe me,
Cosmic.
just watch.
40
Go.
seconds on triples.
Gail, thank
40
you.
seconds on triples. Thank you, Patty.
Oh
Thank you,
my
Crystal.
goodness.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh,
Thank you,
Diana.
Captain. D-Town. Fuck yeah, the Zodiac Wheel. Fuck yeah,
Jose,
D-Town.
let's go.
In
Thank you for the heart.
D-Town.
Yeah.
Captain, thank you for
Gift,
the
we have
counter.
times
30
3.
seconds on
Times
triples. Everything you throw
times
is
3,
worth
26.
triple.
Everything's times 3 right now. Everything is times 3. 23 seconds.
Games, pumpkin patch. Fuck
Slim,
yeah.
this is for the
20 seconds
galaxy.
left on triples, folks.
19,
Thank you,
17
Meteor
seconds.
Shower. I
Black
don't give a
51.
fuck. 30
AC with the
heat, everybody.
manifesting.
Heat for the
Charcuterie.
next
Oh my
13
goodness, who
seconds.
threw what over
Fuck
there?
yeah, 50.
Oh my
Obstinate.
goodness, you just
Perfect.
blew it away.
Perfect.
I love times 3 with 3, 5. 5 Ness. Let's go, let's go.
Y'all are doing amazing. All right, everybody.
Christina, thank you for the balloons.
Yo,
Oh my
Ice
goodness,
is
oh
for
my
like the
goodness,
last
your team is
30 seconds.
amazing.
Thank you so much, Maddie.
Come
Thank
on,
you so much.
Gail. We have,
Ice.
thank you for the money game,
I don't
Gail.
know why
Thank
it's not
you.
allowing me to mute my opponent. This is
Antonia.
fucking weird.
Oh my goodness,
Ice,
thank you for the hand hearts.
Ice
Thank you for the
means
hand
nothing
hearts.
over a
Did they get a bonus
galaxy.
mission?
Okay, until we get to the last 30 seconds.
Dang, we need
No
like
worries,
love or
no
something.
worries, no worries. The pumpkin patch is amazing. Thank you so much.
Charles Slim, thank you for the Cleopatra. Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Jazz. Everybody that's coming through right now. Thank you so much. Y'all are fucking crushing it. Y'all are crushing it.
We catching up, team. We are catching up, Thundercats. Slim.
Thank you,
Thank you, Slim. Thank you for
Y'all are doing so good.
Thank you for the star map. Hey, favors. So, yo, we are catching up. We are catching up. We have a minute and 33 seconds. A minute and 33 seconds.
I don't care what you
Anybody have a glove? And look at Gail.
Thank you
Let's
so
go.
much. I appreciate you.
I don't even know what a glove really does, but you know, okay, somebody said it in the chat. Mindset. All right, let's go. Let's go. Gail, mindset. I see you. Gail, thank you. Yo, we are so close. We are so close.
20 seconds, you want to go deep, okay? Maddie, thank you so much. She's got a good team. She's got like 500 people over there.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
At 20
Seth,
seconds,
yo, we are catching
we're gonna
up.
go heat,
We are
okay?
catching up.
20
Yeah,
seconds,
let's
heat,
go.
everybody.
Let's go, Gail.
20 seconds, go heat.
I don't know. I have no idea what the glove does.
Tap,
We have
tap,
57
tap, tap.
seconds.
If you cannot get,
56.
No problem. Just tap that screen.
AC, thank you for the vibrant stage.
Okay, at 20 seconds, heat. So Zodiac Wheel, Cosmic,
Let's
a
go.
Halloween, a Boo Halloween, a party on and on. If you
Thank you
got
so much for the
anything, if
money
anybody
gun.
has a glove,
Hey,
Tip,
50,
Marissa.
fresh 50. We need your help. We need help. We need help. We got 40 seconds, 50.
We're trying
We
to get
got
this
40
win. It's
seconds.
20 seconds,
Slim,
Marissa.
with the
Drop some
title.
heat.
Let's go,
A
Slim.
Cosmic,
Yeah.
a
Thank
fucking
you so much,
pumpkin
Ned.
patch, a Zodiac
Thank you for the
Wheel,
money gun.
anything you got. A party on and on in the gallery. She's catching up.
Let's go,
At 20
Missy.
seconds. We're going to go heat at 20,
Yo.
okay? All right, everybody.
Oh my
Heat
goodness.
up the last
Oh my
20
goodness.
seconds.
Let's go. We are so close. We are so
Galaxies it up if
90.
you got it. Thank you, Calypso. Galaxies it up if you got them right now, folks. Galaxies it up if you got them. Tip, you fuck yeah.
Come on. Oh my goodness. We are so close. We are so close. We are so close. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Galaxies it up.
Let's go. Make it. Let's go. Make it. Let's go. Let's go.
Galaxies it up.
Let's go. Oh my goodness.
Galaxies it
Hey,
up.
Missy.
What a fucking battle.
Woo!
Yes, Danielle with the crystal. James with the unicorn. Cat Captain. Yeah. What a battle. That was awesome. Peace. Thank you so much. Danielle. Games, my love. Patty. What a fucking battle. And we got boosts. Fuck yeah. That was awesome.
Oh my goodness. MVP.
Let me thank everybody real quick. That was amazing. Why can't I read my MVP? I can't do anything. MVP, Patty. I can't even see who the fuck got Patty and D-Town and Gaines. Can you tell me if you got boosts? It's not even letting me see. Everybody that gifted, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't know why it's not letting me. Danielle, you were amazing. Tiff D, Cat Captain, Gaines, Patty, I don't give a fuck. D-Town, Journey, Calypso, Linda, Empress, Impress, Obstinate, Tej, Maddie. I appreciate that. You got a glove, Gaines.
MVP.
D-Town, you got a glove. Cool. What did you get anything, Patty? D-Town and Gaines got a glove. Danielle, amazing. Hey, Stormy, great battle.
You have to win to get stuff?
Yeah, you got to win to get stuff. Yeah, you got to win to get stuff. Y'all got gloves? Amazing. Patty, you got gloves?
This
amazing.
is only my third battle, so.
No, you're good. You got a strong team. We don't normally battle in the day. We save that for nights and weekends if we do them.
Yeah.
But y'all are fucking awesome. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Storm. That was a great fucking battle. We'll do it again.
That was amazing. That was amazing.
And you got a great team. And keep doing what you're doing, too. You're awesome.
Yeah, we just wanted to do a one and done for a little practice.
Yeah.
We got something at 5, so. Thank you so much. Have a African night. I appreciate you.
Yeah, we'll do it again, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Keep doing your thing. All right.
Okay, I don't know how to end this, so help, please.
I got you. All right, peace. Thank you, everybody. So, Patty, you got a glove and a lightning, and then D-Town. What lightning did you get, Patty? D-Town, and who else got a glove? Was it Danielle got a glove? Who got it? Patty, Gaines, and D-Town. Thank you so much, Danielle. You came in just in the nick of time. Danielle came in. You got a glove too? Awesome. That was really fun. Y'all are fucking amazing. All right, hold on. Let me go to my... that we went from... You know why I fucking accepted it? Tiff, you ranked up to a level 48. You got a glove and a mist? Cool. Sorry. I actually accepted her. That's the first time we've ever battled together. And she's in my agency, and she's a DJ, and she plays all the fucking cuts that we like. All the 70s, 80s, 90s, hip-hop, and R&B. So she has like a really positive attitude. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna go ahead and give her a battle. So we got D-Town with a glove and a mist. Okay, one glove, one mist. Okay. We got Patty, you got a glove and a lightning. And then Gaines, my love, you got a glove, right? So we'll save those. Gaines, you got a love. Everybody that participated, great teamwork. Great fucking teamwork. Yeah, I just discovered Stormy like last month, so she's got a positive attitude. She's awesome. So if she's in our agency too. You were so not ready, Tiff D. You did amazing. So thank you so much. Everybody was amazing. Danielle, Tiff D, Captain, Gaines, Patty, I don't give a fuck, D-Town, Journey, Calypso, Linda, Impress, Obstinate, Tej, everybody that gifted, Rose, Tiffany, Kathy, Patricia, Kirsten, Taz. Y'all were fucking awesome. And number 2, Lightning, Patty, and Gaines, a glove. Perfect. So if we got another one later, we'll fucking do one for fun. The thing is, I don't take battles from anybody that I don't fuck with. I'm like, what did I walk in on? Danielle, I never do battles during the day. I don't know. All I know is she plays hip-hop and R&B, and that's what I listen to. How do you know if you gained anything like a glove? It will show you. You got to be in the top 3 bubbles generally. But when you go in to see the battle, it will show you. It will actually right now. So if you go to gifts right now, Journey, you know how you gift? There's like a little present box. You can go into that little present box, and there's gonna be like a little backpack right next to it, and you're gonna click on that backpack. That's where you would find if you got anything like a glove or a lightning. It's gonna be up in a bright color if you got it in my live, and that means you can use it in a battle. That was great teamwork. Nancy, I don't know. All I know is she plays is R&B and hip hop. I don't know what other stuff she plays. That's all I know. That's what I've seen. Can't go check her out. She's awesome. Yeah, so go check her out. That was great teamwork. So thank you, everybody. Kept the streak alive. We got some fucking gloves. We got some bonuses. So my music, yeah, I love that music. Next time, give us a chance to reach out. Well, I can't, Gaines, because I guess I could. You're right. Next time when I do that in the middle of the day, I'll give you a chance to recharge because you only have 10 seconds to accept somebody's invite. So I guess I could have waited there for her and said, hey, I got to have my team recharge. But I'll give you more of a heads up next time. So I do appreciate that. Y'all fucking crushed that. Thank you for the Zodiac wheels and the unicorns. And if we do any more battles, again, we retired from tournaments. They're just going to be like fun ones. They're just going to be fun ones. So we can't get a better prize than Billboard at Times Square and getting to meet people in the kingdom like Danielle out there in the NYC. So like that, and on No Kang's weekend, we're not going to ever get a better prize than that. So like that's why I said I'm just retiring because of what that meant for the community. Maggie, thank you so much. Now that we're on a lighter note, I'll continue the Virginia Roberts book tomorrow. I left off, I believe, I'm talking about the deposition with Ghislaine, but we're not going to get better than that. We're so competitive, though, we got to fucking mix these in every once in a while, and that was fun. But we're not going to get a better prize than that as a community. Yeah. Like, they had another one. Let me give you an example. So they had another tournament for our agency, and I declined. I told my agency I retired from this shit. But the prize was either a trip to Vegas, which I'm in Arizona. I've been to Vegas 3,000 times, or a trip to Utah. I'm black. Who the fuck? What black person wants to go to Utah? What the fuck kind of prize is that? What the fuck black person wants to go to Utah? That's not a fucking prize to me. Sorry, Patty. Like, no offense to you. I know you live there. Yeah, unless it was a breakfast with Lance Twiggs, I would have to turn that down. And I don't think they can fucking find Lance Twiggs. So I'm like, yeah, we're retiring, and I'm never gonna get a good of prizes. New York Times Square billboard. I'm just saying, Gaines, like, tell me how many black people you know living in Utah. I'll wait. When you get to one, let me know. Again, Patty lives in Utah, and I feel bad that she has to live out there. What's in Utah? I don't know. It was like some mountains and like a spa. I'm like, we have mountains and spas out here in fucking Arizona. Like it's like the same fucking landscape. Unless I got to meet fucking Lance Twiggs. Patty, we love you, by the way. The only person I would visit in Utah is Patty, by the way. That's about it. The great Patty in our family. But other than that, more, yeah, exactly. And we got enough of those out here in Arizona. Oh, or hey, you want a backpacking trip? I would love Utah. It's beautiful. Oh, Utah's like real beautiful. But so is Arizona where I live. So, I mean, I can go see some mountains and put on a fucking JanSport here too. And I don't do mountains in backpacking and hiking. I'll leave that to y'all. I'll leave that to the Mormons out in Utah. I'm good. You can go fuck with those mountain lions if you want to. I'm good. I'm good outside of the elevation. I'm good. Yeah, I would come see you, Patty. That's about it. I'll leave that to y'all. I don't fuck with hiking, okay? I want to see some mountains. I can YouTube that shit. I'm good. I can tube of the Y that shit. Or I can look out into our landscape and be like, those look pretty from a distance. I don't need to go up into the mountains. You're going to be out there next month. Gaines, my love. Well, be careful. Utah is wild. Utah is fucking wild. I'm in Detroit. It's boring. I see it. But like I'm in Arizona. We've got beautiful fucking landscape out here. We have basically those trips, Vegas and Utah. I already have everything in both of those places here in Arizona. So I was like, that's not really, again, we don't do that shit exactly. I think the only way that I would draw our community out of retirement is if the prize was like an interview on one of the major news networks or something about our community. Then I might have to convince you to come out of retirement. But unless it's or like a sit down interview with the New York Times about our community or something. But if the prize isn't that, then I'm good. If it's not like telling people what we're about, I'm good. Maggie, thank you so much for the swan. I've done 34 states. I just haven't done the Southwest and the mountains. Well, you would love Arizona. And we're going to have a convention, by the way, in the spring. As soon as I figure out everybody that's going to be here, we'll do that too. And so you might have a chance to come out to the Southwest if you come to the convention. I don't give a fuck. Thank you so much for the trick or treat. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to get to 300,000. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to come back in a few hours. So smash those likes to 300,000. I got to say, yeah, we're gonna have like a meeting. So I think I'm gonna go with 50 rooms, and I will give you guys the date. I know some of you have already opted in by saying so on the Discord. If you're on the Discord, if you're new and interested, you let me know. DM me and say, hey, I would love to come meet people in the spring of next year. I've done all lower 48. I'm sure you have, Cat Captain. Keep getting kicked out. I'm sorry. Is it me? Something's going on weird with this because usually you can mute the other side in a battle. That shit wouldn't let me mute her, which was crazy. So I didn't mean to distract you. We had a great time though. Wasn't that a great fucking battle? I like the competitive battles. Amazing, Gaines. Yeah, bring Jesse too, Calypso. Gaines, Calypso, and Jesse. It's not me. It's got to be the app, right? So I'm excited about meeting some of you too. We already met the great Danielle in New York. She's fucking unbelievable. We tend to attract unbelievable people in here. That's what I've learned. Like, we have the best fucking TikTok family, I swear. We have the best political, social, cultural family on this app. I don't care if I'm biased. We won the battle. We battled a DJ Stormy. She's awesome. She's in my agency. She's got a squad. We had a few people in here that fucking threw them things. Yeah. It was hard to hear you since you couldn't mute her. I know. I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm gonna try. If we do another one tonight, I don't know if we will. I don't know why the fuck I couldn't mute her. That was really weird. You have me, probably the oldest. We have people from all. What's up, Terry? My man Terry in Canada. My man, one of my. You know what? Terry is in the building. Shout out Terry. Terry in the chat. Terry was my very first moderator. Like, my man came to us like within the first 2 weeks. Was like, "Do you want a mod?" Shout out Terry in the chat. He's in Canada. That's my dog though. That's my brother right there. He was one of our first supporters, our first mod. He found the high yellow feller early. He found the Milano.
Now, I hate those Pepperidge Farms.
He loved us from the beginning. So shout out Terry in the chat. All right, Cat Captain. We'll see you tomorrow, probably, Cat Captain, hopefully. Love you, Cat. 6 more trick or treats. We're going to get to 300,000 likes, too, if you can't wait to come back tonight. Today, what we talked about was the economy and how it's fucking going to slip and continue to slip in terms of economic growth during the government shutdown and economic output. Maggie, thank you for the trick or treat. We talked about, what the fuck else did we talk about? Pete Kegsbreath telling the Pentagon that he does not want the Pentagon to speak to Congress, which is fucking absurd. We talked about Trump trying to get $230 million from the government through the DOJ, which some legal fucking scholars are going to say is going to show that the government has a huge conflict of interest, and it's going to bypass ethical standards, like this fucking administration cares about ethical standards. And then we got into a lot of the Virginia Roberts book. If you don't know who she is, she's probably the most well-known survivor of Schmepstein and Ghislaine. Maybe it's Ghislaine. She is the survivor that was essayed by Prince Andrew and basically sent him into fucking hiding, and he lost all his royal titles last week. So her book just came out this week. I call her Virginia Roberts. D-Town, congratulations on the level 42. And then Tiff D, congratulations on the level 49. Danielle, congratulations on the level 9 or some shit, because you lose levels even though you've been like a master fucking battler in here for like a fucking 8 months, but somehow Danielle gets hated on, probably because we met her and they're hating on the high yellow feather. But congratulations to Danielle, because she should be a 50, but somehow she's like losing ranking. I don't fucking know how. But anyway, Danielle, congratulations too. Happy Kitty, thank you so much for the heart me. So those are the things we talked about today. We talked about what else did we fucking talk about? What the fuck else? What else did we talk about? So we talked about the Oregon lawmaker speaking for fucking over 16 hours against the regime. I like it, not enough. Yeah, well, we talked about all these things. We talked about your healthcare insurance premiums are going to rise significantly starting on November 1st, whether you are a part of the ACA or not. I told you it was not going to take until midterms for you to start feeling these effects in terms of healthcare right away. What's up, Jazzy? Good to see you. If you are new here, we don't platform magazines. We talk about politics. We talk about current events. We use sources, real data. I gave you fucking data today from KFF, from the Bureau of Economic Analysis. I always have sources and data and statistics. We don't platform magazines. They don't have enough teeth. They don't have enough followers. They don't have enough brain cells. And they're all married to their sisters and cousins, okay? So we don't do that here. They're cowards. They don't show their faces. They can't turn on their camera. They never have sources. So this is not like a political debate live. Yeah, we actually operate in reality. Thank you, Amber Christine. So we don't prefer inbreeding here. That would fuck up the live. When you're inbred, it fucks up the algorithm. So we do not platform maggots. It's just, we have a 3-tooth minimum. I was reading some data from the Cleveland Clinic today. If you don't know the Cleveland Clinic, I guess it's one of the most high-powered medical fucking research organizations. And I did look up the number of teeth regular adult humans have, which is 32. And the Cleveland Clinic also said MAGAs, Trump supporters, and Trump voters tend to have a total of 3 teeth. So we're trying to avoid that kind of shit. in this live. That's why they always talk about my teeth. They've never seen so many.
How do you have fucking so many teeth? Fuck you, man. You have a big mouth. And you have like 28 teeth on top. You need braces, man. You have too many fucking teeth. Fuck you, man.
I had another MAGA gentleman which refused to show his face, of course, completely cowardly, commenting on my beautiful teeth again today. They want to date me. Then when I say no, that I'm taken, they really don't know what to do. So they hurl these ridiculous insults that don't even make any sense.
How do you have more than, how did he know? How do you have so many fucking teeth? Why are they white? You don't eat shit like us?
Yeah, I know it's confusing, MAGA. So anyway, that is backed by research. The Cleveland Clinic, adult MAGAs tend to have 3 teeth. 1 premolar, I think, what was the other one they had? The fuck did they call the other one? I actually had this source up. I'll find it. I'll put it on the Discord. Even the Cleveland Clinic says MAGAs have 3 teeth. So, good night, Lori. I appreciate that. What's up, Teach? 1K9, right? Too bad we can't get inflation data. Not during the government shutdown. We can't. I sure would like.
See a fucking dentist.
That's like their best joke. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. Anyway, so we had a good show today again, and then we got a surprise battle in, and still put up over 125,000 points in a surprise battle, and nobody could even reload. Who the fuck does that? Like, Susie? Who the fuck does that? Who does that? Because we have fucking very competitive Danielle. We didn't even have Queen Janice in here. We didn't even have John in here. Marissa came in here late too. But we still had some other competitive fucking fucks. Like Danielle, and I say fucking fucks, that's a term of endearment. Danielle, Tiff D, Gaines, Patty, I don't give a fuck, D-Town. That's a term of endearment. We got some competitive fuckers. Calypso, Lisa, that hate to lose. I love that because that's me too. That's Kamala Harris. She's very fucking mad that she supposedly lost in November. I don't blame her. I'm fucking mad about it too. Again, the key word supposedly. Everybody always catches that when I say that, right? Supposedly. I'm going to do some additional research for tomorrow because I heard something about did you hear something about Florida elections? So I saw a video on it. I want to fact check it because I always do my research. I'm with you, Chris. Internet headline, Kim Gargoyle's face on Vogue cover has more digital effects than Avatar. I love it. So I'm going to do research on that, and I'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll have a great show. Let's knock out 4 more trick-or-treats. I think we're almost at 300,000 likes. Y'all were awesome today, so thank you, Danielle, Tiff, Patty, Gaines, Calypso. Y'all were fucking amazing. Everybody that was in here, Maggie, I don't give a fuck, D-Town, Journey, Linda. Thank you, Maggie, for the trick-or-treats. I'm with you on the supposedly, right? Supposedly. Keyword, supposedly. And we got the number of followers we needed today, too, which is fucking awesome. Spider, thank you for the trick-or-treat. I appreciate that. So tonight, I promise you, Cat Captain, too. Cat Captain was in here doing her thing. If we have a pop-up battle, I will let you know if we have one tonight. We'll be back tonight. We'll have fun. We'll kind of talk sports. It's officially NBA opening night tonight, so that means it's going to be like fucking 10, 11 games. If anybody likes basketball, you heard about the Florida thing too. Lisa, I always got to do my own research to make sure these are like real fucking sources. Because I found even with TikTok, even our creators on the left, sometimes things are embellished. And I don't like not doing my research. That's why I always do it. So I'm not going to bring you anything unless I can confirm it from verifiable fucking real credible sources. Thank you so much, Tish. Thank you, Deb, so much on the trick or treat. So I always make sure that I'm careful about presenting stories. With real background and information. We need 22,000 likes. Let's go, Nuggets. I know, right? Tonight when we come back, what we need 3 things in the gallery too. It's only Wednesday, but we're going for the 35th straight week of Light Up the Gallery. So we need a party on and on, a lion, and a uni. That's all the fuck we need. So any of those, let's try to meet tonight. Any of them. It doesn't matter which one. Right now, we have such an awesome live. What we are going to do is we got 21,000 likes to go. We're going to do some handheld hearts that everybody can get involved in. And then, no, not the heart me. And then maybe we'll just set up party on and on for tonight. Win Tej in the chat. What do y'all want to talk about tonight? Anything else in the news that you saw? Again, we don't focus on politics tonight, but anything you want me to talk about tomorrow in terms of the news? We've already talked about the fucking White House East Wing being fucking destroyed, probably illegally, but what the fuck does he care? Apparently, the U.S. struck another boat in the Pacific, so they don't give a fuck about that, too. It was the 8th known strike on boats in the Caribbean. The Trump Quad Ds have campaigned against what it says are boats carrying illegal substances, which we have no fucking proof of. So that happened on Wednesday, too. That's crazy. One of the families of one of the people that was unalive confirmed that one of the people on the boats was simply on a fishing trip. So is there ever going to be any word on the files? No, not until Adelita Grijalva is sworn in. So they legitimately can't get her signature until she's sworn in. So those will not be released until she gets sworn in. 11 handheld hearts are up top. If anybody wants to help out, Zaylin, thank you so much. Now there is a unalive toll on those boat strikes that we're carrying out in the Caribbean. The unaliving estimate is now 34 people. I don't even know how they know these numbers, because do we actually know who's on these boats? I don't think we do. Hippie Gamma, thank you so much. And how would you find their remains if they're being fucking attacked with missiles? Hippie Gamma, thank you so much for the handheld hearts. So I don't even know where they're getting these numbers. Empress, thank you so much for the handheld hearts. I appreciate y'all. Where are they getting these numbers is my question. Just making them up? The files will be released when they're done rewriting them. Oh, they're just going to destroy them if possible, Marianne. Maggie, thank you so much. They'll give us like a memo on them. Maggie, thank you for the handheld heart. The strike late Tuesday unalived 2 people on the boat, Kexpress said in a post that included video footage of the attack. He said the vessel was known by our intelligence to be involved in illegal substance smuggling and was carrying illegal substances. Again, I don't know how the fuck we know this. Hippie Gambal, thank you so much. It seems like they just make shit up. Later on Wednesday, speaking to reporters at the White House, Quad D bragged about the strike and suggested future actions could go beyond targets at sea. What happened to
No new wars?
Why would you want to expand fucking strikes? Isn't that kind of like war? They had one today in the Pacific, and the way I look at it every time I look, because it is violent, it's amazing. The weaponry, they have these boats that go 45, 50 miles an hour in the water. And when you look at the accuracy and the power, we have the greatest military in the world. He just likes blowing shit up. That's what it sounds like to me. Trump thinks this is a fucking game. Quad D falsely asserted that each such destroyed boat saves 25,000 American lives. The reality is about 100,000 Americans unalive each year from illegal substance overdoses. Most of those deaths are caused by illegal substance starting with an F, which comes from labs in Mexico. South America produces something they call let's say Coca-Cola. That's what South America produces, Coca-Cola. He's delusional. Yeah, he's out there like legitimately, Tiff D, like you said, he's playing fucking Battleship. Like he thinks this is a fucking game. Quad D then suggested he would soon order strikes against land targets, also known as war.
No new wars.
Asserting that his administration strikes against boats had driven illegal substance smuggling onto land routes.
Free milk and eggs, Dr. Fauci. The jab, raisin canes, Dr. Fauci. Jab juice, you probably got more jab juice, didn't you? Jab juice. You're bald. Get a hair transplant. You're bald. See a dentist. Too many fucking teeth. See a dentist. Too many fucking teeth. Too white.
Yeah. What happened to No New Wars?
Montel Williams. Montel Jordan. This is how we do it. Willie Brown. That's why I voted for Trump. Family values.
We will hit them very hard when they come in by land, Quad D said of his administration's accusations of illegal substance smuggling. They haven't experienced that yet, but now we are totally prepared to do that. Not really. The operation began on September 2nd when the military on President Quad D's orders began attacking boats believed to be smuggling illegal substances as if those abroad were enemy combatants in a war rather than criminal suspects. Even if they were criminal suspects, they still have fucking rights. Human rights, due process rights. You're not supposed to just be able to fucking blow boats up. That's not a thing. That's not a fucking thing that happens in modern global politics. It's fucking crazy. 5 more handheld hearts, folks. We're going to get up to 300,000 likes. We're going to take a break. Y'all are unbelievable. I appreciate you. We got the NBA kicking off tonight. It should be some shit. Trims, thank you so much. I watched more of the second game last night than the first game, but it should be some shit.
Free milk and eggs. Dr. Fauci.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. So, yeah, I guess we just don't give a fuck about laws, pretty much. Thank you, Deb, so much for the handheld heart. I appreciate that. Love my Warriors. Oh, yeah, the Warriors look good. Cool. My man, Jimmy Butler. My man, Steph Curry. They look pretty good last night. Win Deb in the chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. 4 more handheld hearts. We got about 7,000 likes to go. Coach Sean is grabbing some books for the grandbaby. We're babysitting the grandbaby for a few days. Maggie, thank you so much.
Right here, honey.
Hi, Pipeys. Thank you, Maggie, so much for the handheld hearts. I appreciate that. International courts aren't doing it. Not yet. Hippie Gamma, thank you so much for the handheld heart. What is crazy is Precious. I know. Hippie Gamma, thank you so much. Maybe we can get some pictures later. She likes to wear Princess Elsa dresses from Frozen. So she packed about like 3-4 Princess Elsa dresses. So she just likes to rock those. Yeah. She likes rocking those dresses. Have you heard the rumor that Laura Trump will be singing at the Super Bowl? No, she's not singing at the Super Bowl. Too cute? Yeah. Bad Bunny, actually the commissioner of the NFL just came out, I believe, last night or this morning and said Bad Bunny will be performing at the Super Bowl. So I don't know what the fuck we're talking about with Laura Trump. Yeah, but that's not a thing. That no one would fucking that little limp fucking parade Trump had for his birthday, in which the military was marching all out of order. They wouldn't even fucking hire her to sing. Like, you think the biggest event in the world, they're gonna hire fucking somebody that can't sing to sing at the Super Bowl? Oh, that's the Charlie Kirk thing? Okay, yeah, that would make sense because nobody will be watching that. So somebody said that's a Charlie Kirk thing. I believe that because that will have no viewers. Yeah, I do believe that. Yeah. Because the president of Puerto Rico is Quad D. Jess, thank you so much. So if it's Laura Trump performing for the Quad D thing, oh, I believe that. Yeah, because no one will watch that. So I do believe that. That will have no viewership. And once that's announced, it will have negative viewership. Once they announce that Laura, how you say her, Lara or Laura? Once they announce Laura Trump is singing at that thing, they will have negative viewership. I don't know how you can have negative viewers, but that's what will happen. Yeah. Rhonda, thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate that. Y'all were fucking awesome. What a battle, by the way. We fucking battled Stormy, and we won a close one, and we got some boost up. So tonight, we could bust some more ass if we get fucking challenged. How about we bust some more ass tonight? How about we fleece Johnson? We get all up in that ass tonight, like Fleece. Shout out Fleece Johnson. What's she going to sing? I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm scared, though. All right, everybody. Did we make 300,000? Y'all are fucking awesome. We need about 500 more likes. I'm going to start thanking everybody. Danielle Devine, incredible. Tiff D, thank you so much. Patty, thank you so much. D-Town, thank you so much. Captain, thank you so much. I don't give a fuck, thank you so much. Calypso, thank you so much. Gaines, thank you so much. Tej, Obstinate, Hippie, Sociology, Alice, Spider, Tiffany, Kathy, Emerday, Kirsten, Patricia, Taz, Monique. Love y'all. Appreciate you. Thank you today for the taps, for the shares, for the donations, for the gifts, for the late notice in the battle and still coming through. We will probably be on in 2.5, 3 hours. Okay, so come back. Thank you. It was a great show today. Thank you, everybody, for the heart me's, subverting the election. He can try all he wants. Yeah, or are you talking about the 2024 election? Moderator Chris Cuomo fucked up and slipped up on that one. But everybody, thank you for everything. The taps, the shares, the listening, the telling people about the kingdom. I'm super grateful for you. I never take you for granted. I appreciate everything you do for me and Coach Shauna. Never take you for granted. All my moms, Lizette, D-Town, Maggie, I appreciate you so much for being in here working hard like you always do. You are the best mods in the game, too. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. I love you. Enjoy the rest of your evening and night. We will see you in a few hours, okay? Love y'all. Be prepared. If we get challenged tonight, we're gonna bust some more booty. Okay? We're gonna do some unexpected ass kicking, okay? So we'll do that again. Thank you, everybody. I love y'all. I appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your evening and night, and we'll see you later on, all right? Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your evening. Watch some basketball detached. We'll see you in a bit, okay? Love you. Enjoy some dinner, and we will be back. Love y'all. Peace. Thank you, everybody.